Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Users Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Crono 9,
And I'm Pegasus187.
and this is episode 30. Can you believe it? I can't. That means
Not
we're
really.
yeah, I know, man. That means we're already over a half year through. Is what that means. Is what it.
What in the fuck?
What is going? Okay, all right. Seriously, come on now. It can't be me, obviously, and
Not
it can't
me.
be. Oh yeah, it can't be you. Who is this mysterious man? Also in the chat with us.
Wait, is this mic on?
Yes.
Oh,
my
Jesus,
God.
not again. Come on. Come on, guys. That
Just like old times.
there we go. There we go. That wasn't staged, by the way. That was 100% legit. We didn't plan this beforehand.
Not at all.
Shit.
Welcome back to the fold, LMG.
Yay.
LM who?
What? I don't know.
What? Who's this guy? LM. I don't know, some asshole.
No one's called me LMG. No one's called me LMG in such a long time.
Oh, that's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah.
It is. I have
But-
other names.
I'm a man of many names.
Yeah, I got 3 names. Like-
what are those?
Lupton Moffat Gray. Oh shit,
Oh.
I just said my real name.
Oh no!
Oh god, so many internet rapists.
They're gonna
So
come
many.
after you. They'll hunt you down, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
They want your 16-year-old anus.
Yeah, it's quite awful. Very hairy.
Well, I didn't really need to know that myself, but I guess
Well,
if they
Oh,
I mean, I'm
If
sure.
they do.
sorry, going downhill.
I'm just gonna guess Nick has a hairy bum. I'm just gonna guess.
Hey, well,
Sorry,
he
Nick,
didn't deny it. He just kind of like freaked out. So I guess that's the
Yeah,
case.
well, I mean, like Nick, but like when you're taking a shit, it's like getting peanut butter stuck in a shag carpet, isn't it?
No. Far from that, thank God.
That's the first time I've heard that analogy.
Can I get a holler?
Peanut butter and shag carpet?
I'm sure someone listening will know what I'm talking about,
I'm sure someone maybe
First
out there.
or maybe not. Am I the only one whose fecal matter has the consistency of peanut butter?
That you might want to get something checked. Mine doesn't really. Yeah, it's not quite like that. I wouldn't say.
Okay, is Ben and Andy in here somewhere? Because I feel like we're on the Rad Rascals.
I bet Botza has a hairy ass.
What about Coop?
Well, he's Scottish, right? So that goes without saying.
Automatically, right there.
Yeah, and the hair's probably red as well. He probably has to like tie it in ponytails so it doesn't drape out the bottom of his kilt.
Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me. I saw tons of utility kilts today.
What are
like
utility
a whole-
kilts?
Yeah, there's like a booth of them.
Hang on, booth?
booth,
Today,
yeah.
kilts? Have you
Yes.
been? Were you somewhere today? What happened today?
I was somewhere today. You know what today is, everyone? Today, when we're recording this, is 3/23. That means that today was the second day of PAX East. And I went to PAX East.
Where was PAX East?
PAX East was in Boston, Massachusetts, at the something convention center
That's
in
depressing.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts
depressing.
is a depressing state.
Is it a depressing state?
Isn't everyone there Irish?
Well, they like to pretend they are, anyways. I don't know if they really are.
St. Paddy's Day!
Yeah, okay, that... Can I just say that really bothers me? That it's like, it's the day where it's okay to pretend that you're Irish. No, it's not, okay? You know, I disagree. with you.
My great-great-grandfather came here from Ireland, and I feel very connected to my Irish heritage.
Do you?
No,
Or are you just making it up? Okay.
I'm pretending to be an Irish American.
So I can get drunk for a reason.
Yeah, it's my culture.
You could just like say, you could just get drunk for no reason. I mean, That's
Yeah,
what-
that's
that's
what
what they do.
that's what it's that's every day in Australia.
Is that so?
Hey, it doesn't need to be a certain date on the calendar for me to go out drinking. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
people forget Australia is literally a prison nation. We founded by convicts.
Oh man, it makes me want to visit even more now. Actually, now that
Yeah, we're pretty racist.
I think you mentioned that before at one point.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I think it was Robin Williams who came up with the quote. Robbie Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Patch Adams. He came up with the quote. Was it Australia is like the deep south of England? I love that quote.
That's
It's
great.
totally true. But anyway, PAX East, right? That's
PAX
what
East
happened.
was this was my first ever PAX. Yeah, it was wow. Overwhelming or a sensory overload, I guess would probably be the best way to describe it.
How did it smell?
Okay, so there were parts of it that were like, it was like it had its ups and downs. Like there was some time I was like, my God, how can you go out in public? Like you smell so bad. Like please just shower. and other times I was just like, can I hang out with you a little longer?
That was the girls, of course, the booth babes.
Oh, obviously, yeah. Yeah, but wow, man, it was quite the experience. You know, when I first got into Boston, I will admit it that I kind of got lost because I read the directions wrong somehow. So I ended up walking around the train station I got out of when I was coming from school, and I kind of just like wandered around. And was like, okay, this isn't the right place that I looked at on the map. So I just kind of like wandered around, and I came across these a couple of guys like I think they were like they were making sure people didn't park because there was a funeral going on, I think, near there. And so I just kind of like chatted up these two guys that had the thick Boston accents that I asked them, like, how do I get to this place? And they're like, oh my God, you're so far away. And I can't do a Boston accent. Even though I live in New England, I just can't do it.
You're great at accents. Come on, try. Come on.
All right, let's see if I can get my best one here. Oh, wow. Man, you're putting me on the spot here. You put me on the spot here.
That's pretty good.
Or what you need to do is you need to take the green line. You need to go back to North Station, get on the red line, go to Park Street. I'm like mixing like a British accent in there somehow, and then you go down. Now I'm mixing Australian in there. I don't know.
You're just gonna go down the road and turn to the
You're
right.
just gonna go down there, mate. You just gotta do it.
That's all right for an American doing an Australian accent.
Oh well, thank you.
Yeah, hugs.
I think my brother does a really good New Zealand one too.
Or Kiwi brew
Yeah, it was like
from New Zealand.
here at Weta Workshop, we have Gandalf's sword Glamdring from Lord of the Rings.
That's pretty good. The thing is, they sound kind of South African. South African? It's sort of like that. But the key thing with the Kiwi accent, their I's and their E's are totally misplaced, right? You switch them. So 6 is sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
6. And I remember when I went to New Zealand when I was like 7 years old, there was this advert for Cadbury's chocolate, 6 new flavors. And it said, the advert tagline was 6 new Cadbury chocolates or something. And so it'd go like, 6 new Cadbury's chocolates. It was so funny to me. Oh,
Awesome.
it's still funny.
That's great. So yeah, these two guys are doing funeral somethings or the other. I don't know. They told me how to get there, and I wasn't lost anymore. So that was really nice. Then when I entered the convention center, the expo hall is pretty much just like right there. But I want to get the swag bags.
Hashtag?
Swag bags. No, just stop. Don't even.
YOLO?
So I have to like go in the super roundabout way to get all the way down to the basement to get into the queue line so I can get my swag bag. So I eventually did that. It took a lot longer than I would have liked it to have. But I guess that's what the first year is for, so I can get the kinks out. So when I go in subsequent years, then I won't have as much trouble getting around. So yeah, I went in the expo hall and I just I really just had to wander to try to familiarize myself with it. So honestly, the entire day, that's pretty much all I was doing. Because every time I'd wander to a new place, I'd be like, oh, I didn't see that before. Because they just jam-pack it filled with booths. Especially the indie scene, which I'll go into a little later. So yeah, I just sort of wandered around a bit. I felt out where some of the big booths were and familiarized myself with sort of their location. So the first one I visited was Square Enix. Obviously, I would do that.
Of course you would, yeah.
Of course I would. Most of the demos they had a demo for Tomb Raider, which is already out. So I was like, okay, I don't really need to stand in line for that. And I think they had some. I think I had a demo for something else that's coming out soon. I don't remember off the top of my head. But they were just demos that I just wasn't particularly interested in, so I just decided to stand in line so I could get a free poster and a lanyard, which is exactly what I did. And fortunately, that only took, 5 minutes. Wow. It was a really quick line. It was really nice. So that was awesome. So I got a really cool Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 poster, which I'm really happy about. So that was the first thing I sort of did. I can't remember what I ended up doing next. I think I just sort of meandered around a little bit, seeing if I recognized anyone, and eventually I saw Pete.
Did you?
Pete Dorr was yeah. I saw him hanging around the Twitch sort of booth, Twitch.tv,
Yeah.
and or he was just twitching over there. No, okay,
No.
but
Twitching.
but yeah. So I just said I just sort of said hey, and shook his hand, and we struck up a conversation, and it was really great getting to talk to him for a little while.
Nice.
And then I sort of asked him if there was anyone else sort of from the community, if he knew if Tim was around, and apparently the only
we can all hear you playing Minecraft there, Nick.
What?
Sorry, I'm trying to freaking figure out my disk drive is screwing up early. I'm trying to burn a CD.
I can hear you playing Minecraft. Oh, that was
playing Minecraft.
I thought I heard creepers.
That was a huge thing at PAX. Well, I mean, I guess it always is. So is League of Legends, but
Fuck that.
Yeah, I know, really, but yeah. So I kind of asked if Tim was around, if he'd seen Tim and Jumble Junkie, and he said yeah, he was around somewhere, and he said that Cliva was actually trying out Injustice over right around where we were standing, because the Injustice demo was just at the Twitch booth. So we sort of waited for him to get done, and then Tim came over, and so we sort of assailed him, I guess you could say. So yeah, it was just the four of us were the only people from the community that had shown up to PAX, I guess.
Really? Wait, so
yeah.
I've been out of the loop of the community, obviously. Where's Jason? I know John's gone to Hawaii or something.
Yeah, Jason's probably, I think he's probably just busy. Metal Jesus, I mean, it's the other side of the country for them, so it's kind of understandable.
Yeah. Right. PAX Prime, they're all going to be there, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure they'll all be there. Yeah, I wish I could go to that. Someday, I want to go to PAX Prime, but
yeah, same here.
But it is not this day.
Yeah, like I said on previous podcasts, 2014 I think is going to be my year to go.
2014. That'll be my final year of high school. That's next year.
Wow.
Oh god.
It made me feel old. It's my last year of college. What it is for me.
So you're 6 years older than me, or?
I'm 21, so
Less.
23.
Oh, Nick, you're old, but you're not as old as Botza.
Yeah.
So,
He's an old.
Yeah, Bot's not here. I'm the old man of the podcast.
That's right.
See, back in my day.
Listen, see. Yeah, so it was fun getting to talk to them. It was really unfortunate because I thought we were going to meet up again at some point because, well, we just sort of said we would, but then I realized I was like, wait a minute, I have like zero way of contacting them, and they have zero way of contacting me. So we're pretty much, that probably means that we're probably not really going to, I'm probably not going to see any of them again. So I didn't actually get to make my official request. Tim, you can be on the podcast, please, if you just want to.
You dropped the ball. You dropped it.
I dropped the ball. I really did. Same with Cliva. I could have asked Cliva, be on the show, please. I don't know why it has to be a plea. It's kind of weird, but yeah. So yeah, it was really great getting to talk to them. I actually had Pete sign my manual for the Darkspire. My copy. Of the
You got an
Darkspire.
autograph from Pete Tool.
I did.
Nice.
Yep. So
nice.
It'll be worth money someday. I'm telling you. No, I don't care about that. So I just, he sparked interest with me in the game. What was that?
It's going to be the Earthbound of signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He actually was like...
I'm still waiting for the fan art on my Earthbound of DVDs line.
What?
Earthbound
I'm
DVDs?
still waiting on... I made a comment in the fan art. I said something about... I'm waiting on the fan art for my Earthbound of DVDs line.
Is this a joke I missed? I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
It was like... I don't remember how that originally came up. We were talking about DVDs on one of the earlier episodes. And it was like weird because we were talking about this one that was like $70 or $80, like insanely expensive. And I just made the comment. So basically, it's like the Earthbound of DVDs. I made some comment like that, like just some random.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I can remember that. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Sorry, fuzzy. I'm getting fuzzy. I'm getting old. I'm 21, right? I'm getting old. I can't remember things anymore.
My memory ain't what it used to be. So I've got a question, Crono.
Yeah, sure.
How many neckbeards did you see when you were there?
Quite a few, let me tell you. Quite a few. And most of them were with the guys that smelled bad.
Yeah, probably because of the neckbeard.
Yeah, it must have been the neckbeard. Actually, that's kind of a joke on our floor. There's one of the mirrors we have on our hall has just like a picture, is like the hall of neckbeards, and there's like, it's weird. It's like we have like 3 pictures of people with neckbeards. I don't really understand it particularly, but I don't know.
Sounds pretty...
There's also a guy on our floor that likes drawing mustaches on everything. I don't...
Is this guy 8 years old, or...?
No, I think he's 20.
Oh my god!
So.
I just thought of something. Have you ever? There was an episode of Family Guy. Oh god, it was like really. Oh, it was one of the really early ones where they won some trophy and then they decided to just like mount it up like over the street because it was.
Oh yeah.
Great, yeah, and then it got stolen. So like Peter's like searching Cleveland's house. He draws mustaches on Cleveland Jr. and then Loretta, and then erases Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. It reminds me of this. There was a Simpsons episode from like 10 years ago. I can't remember what led up to it. I remember there's like a riot in the school, the kids are going wild, and Milhouse is running across the wall that has all the presidents' portraits on him, and he goes, draws a mustache on Lincoln, draws one on Washington, then he gets up to Taft and goes like, and then stops.
Wait.
And just walks off.
That's great.
See, Crono would know because he's a history man.
That's right. Taft had... Well, he had a better mustache than the picture you have on your picture right now on Skype.
My Skype picture. Hey, watch it, alright?
Hey, well, not many people can match Taft's mustache. That's
no. Or his weight.
Or that.
I reckon that if Taft was like a time traveler he could fit right in at PAX. If he just wore, if he just wore.
See, it's terrible because it's true.
If he wore like an anime T-shirt and then tucked it into some sweatpants, it'd fit right in.
It's so bad, but it's kind of true though. There were a lot of hot girls there, though. I mean, I'm sure they're all just kind of like,
Fragdolls.
I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
When they're really not.
OMG, I have a Tumblr. I'm so socially awkward and things like that.
Yeah. So overall, it was a lot of fun, though. I mean, I think my favorite part of the whole experience was just getting around the indie area, as thick and as filled with different booths as it was. What did Ferp ha ha ha? Oh, it's a picture that
I was laughing at the laughing at the link that Pegasus sent me. Sorry, people.
That should be the podcast image.
Would get this, but I just think you were talking about Task Mustache. I was thinking, wait a minute, Zeb Coulter, who's basically brought Dutch Mantel and he's managing Jack Swagger, and they're doing this whole like Tea Party type character, which is
that is a mustache. If I've ever seen.
I think Toff was a Democrat, so yeah, he would be making fun of the Tea Party nowadays. Anyway,
but yeah, walking around the indie area and just it was so much fun. I need to shift over. Well, I need to just pick things up so I can remember names of stuff. So hold on a sec while I get these so I can remember names.
Hey, Pegasus.
Yeah.
What do we do now, boys?
Wait.
We just wait? Can you braid my hair?
Yeah, if I could stretch my arms all the way to Australia.
Okay. Well, thank you.
How'd it go?
I can't braid my own hair.
No! Disappeared. Nothing I can do about it.
I did actually get something in the mail today. I ordered this last week. Have you ever watched Nostalgia Critic?
Yeah, I have. Who hasn't?
Yeah. Well, I ordered the Nostalgia Critic retail DVD, and I just got that in the mail today.
Oh my god, Crono, shut up! Nick and I trying to talk!
And I also ordered that guy with the CD, the music of that guy with the glasses.
Yeah, and I left my mic on the whole time. Okay, so anyways.
Yeah.
We heard you singing some Final Fantasy stuff.
That's why I'm worried about my disk drive. I can't burn the CD on my computer, so I can put it on my iPod. So.
Okay, so probably my favorite game that I saw there was this absolutely fantastic looking game called Electronic Super Joy. Electronic Super Joy. I didn't actually get to demo it, unfortunately, but I did get to talk to the lead artist of it, and she was awesome. She was just really passionate and answered all my questions. It was a lot of fun getting to interact with these people and just seeing how passionate they were about making their games. It was really great to interact with that.
I'm looking at the
so
website
basically.
Now.
This game, Electronic Super Joy, which I am looking forward to 100%, is like a mixture between Super Meat Boy meshed with like Techno Kitten Adventure.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Oh wow.
So it has by far the best music I've heard in a while in a game.
Sounds like a gay club.
It probably is.
It looks like a gay club.
Why, are you looking it up?
Yeah, I am. There's like a little scene in the trailer where like the guy's running through an area with loads of other guys like dancing to the techno music.
It looks fantastic. The music was all done by one person. I don't remember what she said his name was. But they basically, interestingly enough, they built the levels around the songs. So they just he sort of composed the music first, and then from that they designed the levels. So I just thought that was really, really cool. It's not something that that often happens. So I thought that was really awesome, and it looks balls to the wall hard. Watching people play it and they just died over and over and over again. But I like that. I had fun with Super Meat Boy, and I get frustrated easily usually, but for some reason Super Meat Boy is like really relaxing to me, even though I die over and over.
It's because you respawn instantly, I think it is. It's just kind of like, you're dead, back, killed another guy.
Yeah.
I've got some information on Electric Superjoy. It's being developed by Little Gardens, Michael Todd.
Yep.
It will be available on the PC and the Mac and the Linux on December 7th. So, does that mean it's already come out? I'm confused.
I don't think it has.
Yes, it has, because this article I'm looking at is from November 2012. So it's already out.
Oh, yes. So that was one of the ones that's actually out already.
So that's
interesting.
That's out on PC, Mac, and Linux, and it just came out on March 7th on iPad and Android for $4.99 only.
Yes.
What a deal.
That's what she. Right, that's what she was saying to me. So I need to pick that up like immediately.
$4.99.
Right. So that's one of the ones that's already out. So awesome. So definitely pick this game up if it sounded compelling to you at all. I'm probably going to just pick it up tonight after we're done recording. Get it in on my iPod Touch here. If that's, I hope I can do that, because some of them are iPad only. I don't know. Hopefully I can get this.
It says iPod and Android, so I think you'd be fine.
Oh, good. Awesome. I'm totally looking forward to picking this up then. Yeah, that's it. It just looked really great. So very cool. Another game I played was called Mech Knight Chronicles. Well, I didn't play Electronic Superjoy, but I actually get to demo one game called Mech Knight Chronicles. And this is being developed by an indie company named Dinosaur. And well, I don't understand what that was funny about that, but
Dinosaurs funny. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Dinosaurs are funny, like Barney or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or Stegosaurus.
So, anyways, this game is it's essentially just like a action side-scrolling beat 'em up. But the combat was super fluid. I just had a lot of fun toying around with the other guy. That sounds funny. Toying around with the other guy I was playing with. Yeah, it was fun. It's eventually going to be 4-player co-op, though, because this is a pre-alpha build, and apparently they've only been in development for this game for 2.5 months. And let me tell you, the quality of this game after only 2.5 months is astounding. This game felt like it could have been almost released. I think there was some visual glitches and things, but it was very, very well done. I'm looking forward to when this game comes out eventually. They want to release it by next year sometime. They're eventually going to have 10 characters, though there are only 2 playable ones in the demo. And each character has like a different element. Everyone's got magic, though some characters are obviously more attack based, and so I'm really looking forward to this. It looks very interesting. It was a lot of fun to play. Reminded me a lot of Castle Crashers, but yeah, I just really like the art style was really cool too. So look them up on Facebook. Their Dinosaur Dev is their thing. So facebook.com/dinosaur dev. I'm gonna do that right now just to see how it is. Dinosaur Dev. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. There it is. Yeah, so very interesting. I had a lot of fun playing it, so definitely looking forward to that. Let's see what other game. There was this game that I actually get to play in Ouya, which is interesting. the guy I just sort of like walked up, and the guy handed me the controller, and I was like, oh wow, I've never like actually held an Ouya controller before. So, I didn't actually know this. Oh, I didn't know that your dad walked in. But anyways,
Yeah, sorry about that. I hope no one heard anything. He walked in and went, Loco, and then I muted my mic. Sorry about that.
Okay, I didn't even hear it. I was just in full rant mode, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know that the Ouya, that the buttons were actually OUYA, and I didn't really know their placement, so that got kind of confusing because some of the commands were like, press this one, and I was like, I don't know where the U button is. You and your chips.
Sorry. I'm just being
crisps. Or crisps. Do you call them crisps?
I actually got a confession. No, I don't. I actually got a confession to make.
Yeah?
These aren't chips. Hang on. You guys will see what they are in a second.
They're not... It's like the world's crashing.
No, it's okay. I can't do video because it's Skype. You need Skype Premium for video and group chats, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, they're rice crackers.
The world's crashing around me right now. They're not chips.
I don't have chips on standby. No, I'm sorry.
Well, that's it. That's the end of the podcast. Sorry, people. You're never going to hear about this game that I played. But no. So, what was it called? Saturday Morning RPG is the name of the game. And it's essentially just a JRPG based on Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, God.
It was absolutely hilarious. Some of your special attacks included summoning Optimus Prime to turn into a truck and mow down your enemies.
But it's not Optimus Prime for copyright reasons, right?
Well, it's like a little figure that looks a lot like Optimus Prime. There was well, I mean, a lot of the things, like there's a poster that was next to the the TV I was playing on, and I noticed that one of the enemies the guy told me he was called Skelebor, looks a heck of a lot like Ganon from the 1980s Legend of Zelda cartoon.
Wait, he's called Skelebor, but he doesn't look like Skeletor from He-Man, or
it's like a mixture.
It's like
this is not okay.
No, it was a mixture between Skeletor, but it had Ganon's face. It was awesome.
Well, excuse me,
princess.
Yeah,
and there's another thing. The writing in this game is really funny. I was just chuckling the whole time I was playing it. There's also
I'm so hungry I could eat an Octorok.
No, that is the CDI Zeldas.
Yeah. Oh well, you know what?
Those don't exist. Okay, those don't exist.
Those don't exist. I'll agree with that. They don't exist.
What doesn't exist?
Exactly.
I don't even remember anymore. Something.
What were you talking about?
Yeah,
no, I don't know.
Saturday Morning RPG though. The writing was really, really snappy. Really good. There's also an attack prompt in battle that's a lot like a Simon. So it
what?
So like the
a Simon.
So like this meter will pop up, and you know what the Simon things were, where they have the 4 colors, and you're supposed to press the colors in order.
It's like Simon Says. Like, no, we don't have toys in Australia. Okay. We just play with crocodiles in our infancy.
Oh, okay. Don't you have... Wait, doesn't Australia have, like, all the 10 most deadliest snakes in the world or something like that?
Yeah.
That's fun.
It is. I'm not dead yet, though. I'm doing very well.
Not yet, you're not.
No. Hey. You know what I saw the other day?
What did you see the other day?
I saw a bat, and there was a snake around the bat eating it.
Wow.
I live in one of the best neighborhoods in the country.
Because that snake was eating that bat.
Yeah, not because of that, but I'm saying, despite being one of the best neighborhoods in the country, I saw a snake eating a bat.
Snake bat.
Perhaps.
Or bat snake.
What are we talking about?
Saturday Morning RPG, I think.
CDI Zeldas? Wait.
CDI... Wait, no, those don't exist. Shh.
Wait, what?
Stop. Breaking it. You're breaking the code.
Why don't plumbers wear ties?
Why do plumbers wear ties? They don't, though. They don't wear ties.
That's what I said. Why don't they?
Oh, I don't know. Why did that guy look like a complete tool?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
More importantly,
CDI.
who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to make that game?
I don't know. I bet Botza had something to do with
CDI,
it.
there's actually one in Retrofix Gaming in Great Falls. I saw one in there.
How much did it cost?
I'm sorry.
The top loader. I think they wanted like $250 for it.
That's alright.
So it's not cheap.
I know, but I'd never pay that. I'd never pay that for it.
No.
I never want to collect for it.
I don't want one. That's probably why. So, but yeah. So Saturday Morning RPG. He said that currently the first episode of the game is free right now. I guess he also said that they're planning on continuing the series until really people just kind of get sick of it and stop buying it. So if you pay, I think he said something. If you pay, I think he said $6.99, maybe it was $7.99. I don't remember what he said, but if you pay that up front, you get the first 3 or 4 episodes, or however many have been released so far, and then every subsequent episode that will be released in the future, you get for free.
Wow.
So
that's a nice deal.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool, and since they're planning on continuing to keep it going, I thought that was really.
But what if they don't? What if they just don't make any more episodes?
What if they don't? Well, I guess you just got your money's worth, and you didn't get any more than your money's worth. So.
You've been duped.
Bamboozled. Smeckledorfed.
Yep.
That's not even a word, and I agree with you. Now some of the listeners out there will get my reference, but yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other indie games. There was some that just like kept shoving cards in my face, like they're like, and then shoving the card in my face, and I'm just like, that just makes me really not want to go listen to you. I'm sorry. What did you just say?
What?
Okay, my roommate just said. Sorry, my roommate just said something about fucking a pig. I don't know, but
that's weird because I just went onto Facebook to see if Botza was about, and there's. No, I'm not saying Botza's a pig. Hang on, let me finish. And on my newsfeed, there's a picture of a pig trying to hump a cow. So,
wait, what?
I'm subscribed to this chef, and he put up this picture of a pig humping a cow, and he said that's bacon cheeseburger in the making.
Oh, that's pretty rough.
Yep. And so now I think your roommate might be watching me with.
He might be. He's playing Minecraft. Are you playing Minecraft?
No.
Okay. So yeah. It was just really great to talk to the people, like ask them questions while playing the games, or just going up and just talking to them. One of the biggest booths there was Supergiant Games, who's actually an indie developer. But they didn't have the biggest booth at PAX, but they had the biggest booth of any of the indie developers. And I really wanted to play because they've recently announced their new game, Transistor, which is a spiritual successor to their last game, Bastion, which is one of my favorite games. Like,
that game is awesome.
A game is fantastic, and that's one of my favorite indie game. Not my favorite indie game of all time. That's still Katawa Shoujo. But Bastion was very, very good. Excellent game, and I'm really looking forward to Transistor. But the line was absolutely ridiculous. It was 3 hours almost every time I passed by the thing. It was always filled up to the 3 hours from this point. this part, and I was like, I can't do that. I only have 1 day to spend here, and I can't spend it, in a line for 3 hours. I just can't do that. So, as much as I kind of wanted to play the game, it'll be out next year sometime. So, I think it would. I think it was fine. I guess it's probably a good thing. I didn't spoil anything for myself, so I guess that's a good thing ultimately. But yeah, still really looking forward to that game, and it was really great because later on though, the Supergiant opened up their shop for everybody, and okay, these jokes are bad. I mean, stop it, Lachlan. If I broke my legs, would Crono fall in love with me? What if I was deaf? I don't know, and just stop. No, I wouldn't fall in love with you. I don't swing that way. I'm sorry.
But you like Katawa Sojo.
Yeah, but I don't swing gay though.
But doesn't one of the girls in that game have a penis?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, listen.
That's what I've heard.
Well, I don't think so. I haven't played the last path yet.
Oh, I might have spoiled it for you.
I don't think that's true though, because I probably would have heard of that I probably would have heard of that beforehand. Because as much as I try to stay away from spoilers, those do still happen from time to time. I thought what if I had a penis? Well, you don't have one? Okay, well that's a little personal, I guess. But,
I'm a woman. Yep.
That's some very fine facial hair you have there for a woman. Then that picture.
Yeah. I live in a traveling circus. That's bearded woman. That's my act, and that's where I've been for the past few months.
Oh, that's another one of the pictures we have up on that neckbeard place. There's a bearded woman up there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my god, speaking of bearded woman, this is kind of a side tangent, but
Uh-oh.
I was on my break, it was like right before I had to clock in to go at work today, and they got a TV in the break room hooked up to, like satellite, and I ended up turning on Game Show Network, and they were running this is an old game show from about 10 years ago, it's called Doggy Dog, where basically they show a challenge, and then everyone votes on who they think is going to fail the challenge. And it's kind of like, last person standing kind of thing ends up being the winner. And I guess if I remember right, if they complete the challenge, they get to pick one person who voted for them to go into the dog pound. I don't remember too many specifics. But one of the challenges was the person had to pick the bearded lady out of 5. So there was 5 guys. There was 5 bearded people, and one of them was a woman.
Is this a game show or a porn?
Yes. It's an old game show. It's from like 10 years ago. Like right around the time Game Show Network. Like I remember watching that a lot because they remade Press Your Luck. And they reran, old Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and they ran all kinds of different game shows. So, but that was one of the original ones that I remember that they put on there. That was kind of funny at times.
You have a TV network for everything in America.
Yeah.
In Australia, I think we got ABC, we got SBS, we got 10, we got 9, and we have 7, and that's it.
7 gets on a lot of the blooper reels, like news bloopers.
Oh yeah, the news bloopers. We got lots of those.
Yeah, 7 gets on a lot of those.
Australia, your one-stop shop for news bloopers.
Yep, that's true. Absolutely true.
Now, let's think. What were we talking about? We were talking about something.
Bearded women, or
don't remember what. Well, yeah, that sort of came up.
Kitawa Sojo.
No, it was after. It was before that.
It was before that.
Yeah. I was talking about something, and then you were just making Kitawa Shoujo. Oh! It was really great because Supergiant Games opened up their store later on in the day, and so I kind of went over there and got to talk to some of the guys a little bit. I didn't talk to them too much, but it was really great to go over there and basically just show appreciation for what they did with their game with Bastion. And I actually got a signed copy of the soundtrack, which Bastion has fantastic music. It even made it on All Gen Gamers episode.
Yeah, I was about to
had
say
that on a
Metal
Rock
Jesus did it as a Rock Talk.
Yeah, the music in that game is absolutely fantastic, and it's just really, really great to get the guy to sign it, to get the composer to sign it for me. So, really, really cool.
Was the guy who does the narration? Was he there?
What?
The guy who does the narration for Bastion.
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, come on!
At least I don't think he was. Though from the gameplay that I sort of watched, I could hear his voice, so. He's going to be in the next game. He's going to be in Transistor.
Yay!
So, that man has the sexiest voice. I could fall asleep to that voice. Except, wait, you couldn't fall asleep to that voice because he'd just be talking while you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, he would be.
Kid tries to fall asleep, but he can't for some reason.
Because my penis is poking him in the back.
Wow, he's underneath him? Wow.
We're spooning. It's nice.
Kid doesn't seem to like it very much, though.
My arm is going numb. I'd like to take it out from under the kid, but I don't want to wake him.
He actually dozed off to sleep for a little bit. I walked around the Capcom booth because I wanted to see, sort of what they had there.
More like Crapcom, am I right?
But
I saw that one coming a mile and a half away, but
yeah.
Most of the lines there were just too. I stepped in the DuckTales remastered line because let's face it, the fact that they're making a DuckTales remastered just made me so happy. It kind of came out of nowhere. But I don't care
Every day
because
Crono's going on them
DuckTales.
Woo.
Oh, that reminds me. There was like some chick in some random booth that was like rapping the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. I don't really know why she was doing it, and she wasn't really that good at it either. I mean, she had all the lyrics down, but she was putting emphasis on all the wrong things, so it was weird. But all that aside. Yeah, so I kind of walked around the Capcom booth a little bit, and the lines were just all packed, and I just didn't, I stayed in the DuckTales.
The lines were all paxed.
They were paxed at PAX East.
Oh, I'm full of them today.
Man, it's like Gamester 81's joined us all of a sudden.
Yeah. Somehow I had Ben and Andy in here earlier, and now we've had Gamester in here.
Yep. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Games of War.
Yeah, he's come back actually.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that. Really?
Yeah, he came back. His channel's up again. He's uploading stuff. He kind of had sort of an apology video at the beginning, but everyone's been really embraced him, and it's been nothing but positive stuff since he came back. So.
Well, thank God he came back, because, he was a shining beacon in the community. Everyone loved him very much, and everyone loved the cross-platform podcast, because it was so much better than that shit All Gen Gamers. Pete Dorr. More like Pete Bohr, am I right?
Wait a sec, aren't we the All Gen Gamers community podcast or something?
No, we were supposed to be. We were supposed to be. I don't know what we are.
We are an anomaly. We haven't. I don't even know if we've discussed an All Gen Gamers episode in like 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 episodes. I don't even remember the last time we did it.
Yeah,
it could have been the last episode for all I know. I don't know. But
when was the last episode?
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was just that crappy connection nonsense.
Well, things are gonna. I'd like to come back for a bit more. Things are kind of picking up this week because it's the end of term, or getting towards it. We've got about 3 weeks left, so I'll be busy for the next few weeks, and then it's the school holidays, so I'll have a bit of a break. So,
nice.
I guess I'll be able to come along more. Pardon?
Yay!
What?
Does that mean you'll be back for that little stretch?
Hopefully, yeah.
That'd be great.
That would be
Love to have
great.
you on a little bit more, because we missed you the past few months here, so.
I've missed you. I've been around the world.
You have. You went to India, for crying out loud.
Yeah. That was something.
That was something. The fact that we didn't even know about it until you were like, hey, I'm in India. I'm literally about to go see the Taj Mahal right now. I was like...
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I knew I forgot to tell someone. It's true though. I was literally walking out the door to go see the Taj Mahal. Oh.
Well, I believe you.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I got pics. Got pics. So it did happen.
Nudes? Do you got nudes? Maybe? No. I guess that's a little illegal. I guess we shouldn't talk about that. No, should we?
I'm thinking of that episode of... Do you guys know the show Idiot Abroad?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, Crono, you gotta watch this because it's a Ricky Gervais produced show. You know Ricky Gervais, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he sends his mate Carl Pilkington, who he's done the podcast with. He's basically the main draw for most people to the podcast, and the Ricky Gervais show is the most successful podcast ever, right? So Carl Pilkington, who's this guy from Manchester, a northerner, very close-minded, just a lower-class, blue-collar northerner Englishman. And then he sends him around the world to do these weird things. And they go to India in one episode, and he sees this babby who's good at yoga, who wraps his dick around a cane and then starts doing yoga with it. And you mentioned nudity, and I just started thinking of that, and I was like, oh.
Wait, I've seen that. That was on Jackass 2.
Well, yeah, maybe. But this is like a proper yoga thing. He wraps his dick around a cane, and then he steps his legs over the cane, so the cane's behind him, and then he starts like doing squats.
What?
And you hear something crack.
Oh my god! Yeah, seriously, I saw the exact same thing on Jackass.
Does that guy have an
And then they had Johnny Knoxville stand on the cane.
Yeah.
And then they used this thing like, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to India. Can I get off his dick?" He's literally standing on this cane. This guy has his dick wrapped around.
Yeah, I recommend to our listeners and to you both, go watch Carl Pilkington and Idiot Abroad. Season 1, Episode 2 is where he goes to India. But it's all very good. It's a hilarious show.
That's something. No, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's something else. Wow. I don't even know where to go from there. I mean, guy wrapping his dick around a pole. That's kind of weird. Man, we've just been like going on all kinds of tangents. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
It's like old times.
It is just like old
I'm
times.
gonna
And we
ask-
don't even have Botza here, but we're going on
Exactly.
tangents.
Well, I guess I've taken over as the tangent master now because that used to be Botza's job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could also I haven't really listened to many podcasts in the past months. When it was just you guys recording, were there many tangents or was it just pretty much?
Just me and Nick.
Yeah.
We actually, pretty much every recording we tried where it was just me and him failed in some way or another.
Yeah.
What, like technical difficulties?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Lag and all kinds of nonsense. I mean, I
Yeah.
think if
We
I'm
tried one-
here...
Christmas, and then that one was a lag fest, and then tried a few weeks ago, there was a lag fest, and last week I wasn't even home. Went over to friends, watch UFC, watch GSP kick the shit out of Nick Diaz for 5 rounds.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I think if I'm here at school and we use the recording software that I downloaded recently, or the most recent one I got, I think it should be fine. But I think just because it was like some factors with the software that we were using before, and then sometimes I'd be at home and
Yeah.
there'd be connection problems and stuff there. There's just all kinds of different factors going into that. So, but
I got a question for you guys.
what's that?
Like, where you are, Boston/New Hampshire, I think... You don't mind me saying where you guys sort of are, right?
Well, we've said it
No.
before. So.
Okay, and Nick, you're
Yeah.
in Montana, right?
Yeah.
How hot does it really get there? Does it get hot at times, or...?
It can get up to 100 sometimes. up around here.
Middle
Okay.
of summer, yeah, it'll hit, like, very rarely it seems like it'll hit 100. Like,
Okay.
during the summer, it'll be about 70, 80, 90 degrees. Still, I mean, spring here, but it was fairly cold today. I mean, we had snow yesterday, and then, I mean, that did stick, and it's kind of been cooler day.
Second question, follow up.
Yeah.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxer briefs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the great compromise.
Yep.
I've been briefs for as long as I can remember, but I'm honestly considering. I've considered this very recently, but I think I'm gonna make a change to boxers soon.
See, I'm mainly briefs, right? And in India, it was hot. In Australia, it was hotter. When you wear briefs and it's hot, do you get ball soup?
Yes, I do. And I know exactly what you mean.
Because, I mean, like, I've gotten home and I've taken my pants off, to rock out with your cock out, and there's, like, sweat stains all over my underpants.
Yup.
Have you ever smelt that?
What kind of a question is that?
It smells like curry.
Curry?
Does yours smell like... Mine smells like curry.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta spray it with deodorant.
I don't think that would be the scent that I...
Stop beating LMG material, please.
I don't think that's the scent I would associate with it. I don't think so.
The other day, I had to spray my underpants with deodorant because they smell, right? And I don't want to put them in the washing hamper with the rest of my clothes because then all my clothes will smell like ball soup. So I went to spray it with deodorant before I put it in. And it was this new antiperspirant deodorant. And it kind of leaves like a fine white dust on you. Just, I don't know, I guess that's the way it works when you put on under your armpits or whatever. And I sprayed it all over my underpants. And I noticed I sprayed white all over them. It looked like cum stains. So I'm like, I can't put this in the laundry. My mum will see it. So I go to wash it off in the bathroom in the sink, and it wasn't coming out. So I heated up the water, and then I sort of just had a hot water sink, like a sink full of hot water, and I put the underpants in there, and the water turned brown.
This story just keeps getting better, I swear.
Oh my god.
And the room smelled like an Indian restaurant, the bathroom.
He was cooking. Yeah, people would come in, if your mom would come in, you're like, Lachlan, what are you cooking?
I can't eat curry anymore, guys.
If anything, that should make you want to eat curry more, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh my god.
So that's what I did on the weekend. So.
That's bad.
I was going somewhere else with that, but I forgot.
I think I was trying to talk about how I got my Lost Planet 3 poster.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Basically, I was just kind of meandering around Capcom booth, and like some chick walks out and is like, "Here," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I took that's like the whole story, really. But I mean, I don't really know anything about Lost Planet, those games. Do you guys know anything about them at all?
No.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I just never really hear anything about them. I don't know if they're any good or not. So I don't know. I like the artwork on this poster though. It's pretty cool looking.
Nice.
Again,
free stuff.
Dude, the free stuff. I mean, I did buy things here, but the free stuff is like really nice still. I think I even got like some tattoos from some of the indie developers. One of them was like, "Hey, want a tattoo?" And I was like, "That's so corny, I can't say no." So,
temporary tat, of course.
Oh yeah.
Was it a tramp stamp?
No, it was like a little dragon thing.
Was it above your bum?
I didn't actually put one on.
Oh.
I just took the. Well, it's one of the removable ones. You know, it's just so they just give you like the thing.
Yeah.
They give you the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Pokemon temporary tattoos when I was little. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I had Bulbasaur.
I was at one of my nephew's birthday parties when he was a bit younger. I was in charge of the station for applying Curious George ones because it was a Curious George themed birthday party. So
nice.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I think I put one on at one point.
I hope you did.
I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I put it on my forearm, and I was like, I don't know what I was like, but
I bet you're pretty happy.
You're darn right. Curious George is awesome.
That's true. That's true. So when I was in India, I pissed in a sink.
My God, do you not let up with these stories?
I'm just remembering them because I've been away for a long time. I'm trying to remember things that happened to me over the break.
I think I'm pretty much done with PAX, anyways. I mean, except for one more thing. A couple more things.
Okay.
One, I get to meet some of the Rooster Teeth people.
Oh, did you? That's awesome.
Unfortunately, I'm personally not super familiar with them in particular. Like, I don't know who's who. But it was really great because there's their new sort of series that they're doing called Ruby, RWBY.
Yeah.
That's the third trailer for that. The black trailer recently came out, and so the 4 Rooster Teeth people who were there all signed it, including Monty Oum.
Yeah, Monty Oum, Kerry Shawcross, right? Was that another one that was there?
Yeah, she was there.
It's a boy. It's a boy, Kerry.
Okay, let me look at the poster here.
Hey, Crono, I get to tell you though, Kerry did this thing. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Kerry. Yeah, that was a dude, definitely.
A Simple Walk. A Simple Walk. Have you heard of that? A Simple Walk into Mordor.
Probably.
Okay, it's on their YouTube channel. You should watch it. I think you'd really like it because you're kind of a Lord of the Rings fan, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they did this thing like Kerry and Chris, who are both writers for Rooster Teeth. They write for Red vs. Blue and Ruby. They did this thing where they go to New Zealand and they walk from the location where they filmed The Shire to the location where they filmed Mount Doom over the course of 5 days.
Oh, my roommate told me about this.
Yeah, look it up. Like it's like 5-minute episodes, so it's really manageable and it's really good.
That's great.
Really good series. Yeah. So I recommend you should totally see that.
There was a woman that signed though.
I guess was she blonde?
Yes.
Barbara, I guess, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the
cute.
Rooster Teeth guys. Yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, she's kind of Jewish, so... Sorry. Sorry.
What? What is... I'm not even going to touch that one at all.
No.
So.
No, I'm sorry. That was
a 39.5-foot pole.
Just like the...
Well, Nick, you can as long as it's circumcised.
Oh gosh. Okay, so other things I ended up purchasing also a couple of Catherine related things, which is really interesting. The Stray Sheep, which is the restaurant bar, and I got a T-shirt that had the Stray Sheep logo on it, as well as some coasters that have some of the alcohol facts on the bottoms of them, which is pretty awesome. So I was really
Give us
happy
an
to
alcohol
close.
fact.
Okay, here, let me go grab one.
Hi, Nick. Hi.
Now let's see. Do you want one on beer, sake, whiskey, or a cocktail?
Nick, you choose.
I'll go cocktail.
Okay, this is actually pretty basic. I'm gonna try to read it in the voice actor who did the voiceovers for these. I'm gonna try my best.
Mm-hmm.
The name rum and cola is actually a nickname. Do you know the real name of this drink? It's called the Cuba Libre. The rum called for in this drink represents Cuba. This is a cocktail which is mixed which is mixed the national specialties of Cuba and the United States as a celebration of Cuba's independence. Cuba Libre means free Cuba. It tastes differently when you know the history. And that is your trivia for tonight.
Yay!
Nice.
So I guess you guys can't drink rum and cola anymore because of the embargo, right?
That's not the case, but...
Well, you shouldn't, because...
we should, technically, yeah.
You know, kind of communist.
Not me.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just really great. I was really happy that they had those. So I just thought I didn't know they had the facts on them until I got the coasters, because I just thought it was cool to have Stray Sheep coasters, but then actually have alcohol trivia on the back, so it's cool. But
yeah.
And then the very last thing, now I've actually recently sworn never to go back to IGN again. And,
the IGN website or the booth?
Yep, the website. No, there's no booth. I don't know if there's a booth. I don't know. I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I used to go there for news and stuff, but there was like some big thing where they laid off a bunch of people and then blamed people using ad blocker for the reason that they had to lay off people, which I thought was complete and utter nonsense.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so that really, really bothered me. And what also really bothered me was that they got rid of like my favorite person on the site, Ryan Clements, who was kind of the JRPG niche kind of guy. He was relatively popular. He liked PlayStation stuff as well, and yeah, he was a really cool guy. And actually, I met him at PAX. He was working for who has the rights for Saints Row now? That THQ went.
Who bought THQ?
Well, no, it's who bought the rights to Saints Row, because THQ divvied up all their franchises to different people.
I'm guessing EA or something, or Activision, probably.
I don't know about that. Let me just look up Saints Row 4.
So yeah, Saints Row 4 was announced, so I don't know.
Let me just look it up, because that was what it was for. He was like working at the booth for that.
I bet you if it's not one of those two companies, I bet either EA or Activision is a majority shareholder in the company that owns Saints Row now.
Yeah.
They've kind of got a duopoly there.
I know, I think 2K got the rights to the WWE series. I do know that much.
Okay. Now, let me see here. Deep Silver. That's who it is.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, really? They developed, I think they're the ones that developed Dead Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That has something to do with Activision or EA, doesn't it? Hang on.
Deep Silver, yeah. Who owns Deep Silver? I feel like there's a parent company there. Division of Koch Media. Koch, not Koch, but Koch
the
is
Koch
in
brothers. Yeah.
Koch Media. Deep Silver is a consortium of European developers.
Koch Media is a media enterprise started in 1994 by Franz Koch and Dr. Clemens Kondratis. It's actually it's a German company.
Yeah. So that's he's working for them now. Yeah, I kind of talked to him. I said it was sad that he got laid off, and he was like, "Well, turned out pretty well because I got a job like right after it." So I was like, "Well, that it's a good thing because I said you were
ignorant about IGN. I know that."
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. He was the only guy I really liked I liked it all on the site, like because I thought he was actually the guy. Interesting enough, speaking of Catherine, he was one of the guys that got me really interested in Catherine, because his sort of review on it when it was still, I think when it was like just announced that it was getting localized, he did like this whole like video on it and kind of just gushed about it, and I just got really excited from that. So yeah, it was really cool getting to meet him. I didn't get talking much just because he was busy, but yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, yeah, and then
that's pretty much it for
and
PAX,
then you left PAX and you came home, and now you're here with us.
Indeed. Yep. Now we can hear some more India stories because these sound amazing. You peed in a sink. That's the next one.
Yeah, I did. So on the because I had to get back in time for school to start again. So basically, school started again on Feb 2nd. The wedding was school started again on February 1st. The wedding that I was attending in India was on February 1st. And then I would be back by Sunday was the plan, right? Like on Saturday, we'd drive from Chandigarh down to Delhi, which is a 4-hour drive, and catch a plane to Guangzhou, China, then back to Australia and be there Sunday night. Okay, so that was the plan. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what happened is that, first of all, you guys are familiar with Foster's. Foster's.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, the beer?
Yeah. That they say it's Australian for beer, but it's really not. I don't know anyone who really... It's not sold here, right? But in India, apparently, Foster's is a type of bottled water.
Okay.
So I saw this in a shop, and I was just like, wow, okay, gotta buy this. This is a cool souvenir. I got like 3 2-liter bottles or something. Over the course of the 5-hour car ride, I drank like all of them, almost. So
wow.
I was bursting to go to the toilet, and there was huge traffic jams up to the Delhi airport because it's India, right? So I was sitting there squirming in my seat for like an hour. Well, 2 kilometers from the airport, or 1.2 miles, I'm sorry, something like that. But you guys, with your imperial systems. And, basically I had so much water in my system that if it was soda, Mayor Bloomberg would have banned it like 3 times over. So basically...
Nice reference, I like it.
Yeah, thank you. So basically we get to the car park, and I run around looking for a toilet, and I'm thinking, this is a car park in India, the toilets are going to be horrible here. And, but I was just like beyond the point of caring. I ran into there, and it was one of those it's like a disabled bathroom where it's not like there's urinals and then there's stalls. It was just like one room with a toilet and a sink in it. And I locked the door, and I look at the toilet. It's kind of like a Western toilet in the way that's above the ground, but it's also a squat toilet. You know what those are, right? I'm just like, Jesus Christ, we're in the international wing. Why can't they just have a proper toilet? And it's covered in piss and stuff. And I'm like, not a problem. I'm not a woman. I just stand up and pee. So that shouldn't be a problem. But the lid was down, right? On the toilet. And it was all covered with piss, so I didn't want to touch it with my hands.
Oh, that's awful.
So I give it a punt, try to kick the lid up. The lid was really heavy. Like, it's not something you could kick up. You'd actually have to, use 2 hands to pull it up. So I'm in this Indian terminal, busting to the piss. I'm just booting the shit out of the toilet lid, trying to kick it up. It's not working. Sweat's forming at my brow. I look over at the sink. It looks kind of like a urinal. I'm just like, fuck it. And, yeah, the next 2 minutes were the best of my life.
That sounds a little like when I was just coming home, actually, because I had to pee in the worst way. And there's this joke we always make that a friend of ours, whenever we see his car, like, hey, anyone have to pee? Let's go pee on his door handle so it freezes overnight. So I was like, I'm only kind of half joking this time, but most of the time we're fully joking, but I was like, I'm kind of only half joking this time. Like, if it was a little bit worse than this, I would seriously consider going over there and peeing on his handle. And then as we were walking along, I was like, please, can I use those bushes, even though they're kind of right next to a dorm? Because they'll walk back to the dorm. And it was just, oh man. And then when I got up, it was like utter relief. My kidneys and my bladder were just thanking me.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
It was funny, though, when I was walking out of the toilet, an Indian guy walked past me to go in. I just ran.
You would.
I did.
You would.
I ran.
I
got away with it. It was all good.
I got a random story that has to do with something freezing on somebody's car. This was actually over Christmas. I was with a bunch of friends, and we're leaving the bar, and then the cops were outside. And then we ended up, because my buddy's got a car he gets from work. He does crop insurance up in Missoula, but he can put his back seats down. And he can just kind of lay flat in the back. So we had laid those down. We're kind of laying back, kind of waiting for these cops to leave. We're all absolutely fucking hammered. And so the cops end up leaving. We go to Taco Bell, and my other buddy's fiance, and this is my buddy who wrestled out at Oregon State. This was his last year he's done. Unfortunately, he lost. He lost his first match, and then he won the second one, the consolation bracket, but then he lost the next one after that. So, unfortunate. But so I think whoever came up with those brackets needs to be slapped because he got paired up with last year's national champion. So, and then another one of his wrestling buddies was sitting here got paired up with like the number 1 seed. But anyway, she ends up having to puke, so she's puking out of the window. And we didn't realize this till the next day. We went to their grandparents' house for Christmas, and we could see her puke frozen on the side of his car. Yeah. Oh, I know. It's like, yeah, that's
Dude, when'd you get a body job on your car? Wait. What?
Yeah.
I like the chunks of corn in it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, God. I don't know what was in it, but yeah, her puke was frozen on the side of his car. So,
is this Taco Bell puke?
We were actually in the drive-thru of Taco Bell. Wait,
I was gonna say, if this was Taco Bell puke, I wouldn't have been surprised if it didn't corrode the car framework and like.
Oh man!
If that happened, it wouldn't matter because his work pays for everything on the car, so he doesn't have to pay for his own gas or anything. It seems so.
Did they pay for like the chisel he needed to scrape it off?
I don't know how he ended up getting it off. He probably had a weed wash of it or something, but yeah. So there's my little story from this happened about 4 months ago. Like I said, this is over
the holidays. Yeah, I get another Indian story.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
I gotta hear this.
It's got to do more with toilet humor and things.
Oh, Joey.
Okay, so the Taj Mahal is in this city called Agra, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no other reason to go there except for the Taj Mahal. So it's basically a tourist city. And we needed to get from Agra to Jaipur, which is the next place we were going, which is actually a nice city. It's got this place called the Amber Fort. Like, if you Google image it, it's really nice. And the Amber Fort was amazing. I'd like to talk about that some other time. But so basically, the train station, was kind of dirty and stuff. Everything in India is dirty. It's just the way it is. There were monkeys there. Monkeys at the train station. That was pretty cool. So when our train pulled up, Dad and I, we reserved our seats in first class. And the tickets it was $20 for the both of us in first class. So things are crazy cheap in India.
Oh,
and
nice.
So yeah, I got a nice seat near the window. The carriage was empty, aside from us and like a few other backpackers who were quite entertaining people. But this isn't the point of the story. In India, the really poor people, basically the homeless people, they live by the railroad lines.
Mm-hmm.
So as the train was pulling out of the station and going out of the city limits, you see the people who live by the train station, just the way they live. And I was watching it, and I was like, this is really interesting. This isn't like anything I've ever seen. Humans living in conditions like these. But they still get on. I saw a little girl skipping with like a bit of rope. I saw some boys playing cricket. And I was just like, this is, it's disgusting they have to live with this, but it's oddly beautiful in a sort of way. How they just get on with their life, living in such squalid, unclean conditions.
Yeah.
So I'm pondering these thoughts, and I'm staring out the window, and then I see two Indian guys about my age squatting on a rail, taking a shit.
Wait, what? Say that again?
God.
I see two Indian lads about my age squatting right next to each other, like balancing on a train rail, taking a shit into the tracks.
In public?
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
They were huge shits, and they were right next to each other too. Like, their knees were touching. And their shits were running into each other.
What?
And this was into the middle of, like, the train track, like in the bit between the two rails.
Why? What was the reason?
And I was just like, and I couldn't look away. And then this guy walked by and he waved at them, and they waved back.
Oh yeah.
And then the train pulled away, and I was wondering how many puddles of shit was that where our train were like going over.
Oh, that's bad.
Good God.
That's I've never heard anything like that before. I was hoping for like a bum fight story, kind of like Johnny's, but honestly, like these all together have like made up the bum fight story.
The bum fight?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No, I have heard it.
Oh.
But it's just like, everything in India is chaotic.
Yeah.
We swing by, our tuk-tuk driver in Jaipur also owned a little tobacconist shop. And when he said shop, I thought he meant like a shop. But it was literally just like a little stand. It was a stand in the middle of a road that he sold chewing tobacco out of. That was a shop. And we went down to visit him one day. And there was just this guy standing outside his shop, standing on a soapbox, like yelling in Hindi and stuff. And then he just walks off yelling, wailing his arms, and people are just walking by him and stuff. I'm like, what's up with him? And he goes, oh, he's crazy, man. And then a cow walks by, and I don't know, it's just insane.
and then a cow walks by. Yeah, don't they like have to wait for the cow when it like is in traffic?
Yeah, they do. Cows are sacred.
Yeah, cows are sacred.
So one more thing. I got this great photo. When we were driving.
Maybe this should be the podcast.
We were driving. We were driving to Agra to see the Taj Mahal, and we're on this highway overpass, and it was beautiful because you could see off the highway this Indian countryside, beautiful Indian countryside. It looks like something out of a picture, and we like a fairy tale book or something. Okay, I'm sending you a pic. Let's see if I can send you a picture of this picture we took. So we're taking pictures of the countryside. It's beautiful, absolutely just fantastic. And then we see this guy who's going to be in the second picture I'm trying to send you. The first one, I don't think is it. Hang on. Well, basically, it was this farmer shitting in his crops. Like, I'm looking at the photo now. We looked over. We just see him. It's failed. Never mind. I think I'll try and put these in like on the forums or something because they're great photos.
The first one hasn't failed. It's still loading. That's just 4 minutes, 2 minutes remaining.
Just
1 minute
cancel
remaining.
it.
Just can't make it.
Just cancel it. Never mind.
Just cancel it. Okay. All right. If you're sure.
Yeah. But. He's just like he's just crouching there doing his shit into his rice paddy or whatever it is. I don't know. And we're looking at him. He turns his head. He looks at us. He sees we have a camera. My dad just raises the camera, takes a photo, and he does nothing. He just looks into the camera. He's just like, well, what do I do now? And he's just sort of there. He just keeps doing it. He's just like, fuck it. And I can zoom in on him now. I'm zooming in on him now. He looks like a dog that's been caught doing something bad. He just looks really ashamed.
Oh.
It's just... I have to put the photo up. It's a great photo. It's the favorite photo I've ever taken.
Is the guy looking guilty as he's taking a dump in his...
Yeah, and he's just looking straight down the barrel of the camera. He's like, well, what do I do now? I can't stop. I'm mid shit here. But yeah, India is amazing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. Yeah. It's filthy. It's disgusting. But it was fun.
Oh yeah, so I forgot there was this game that I really wanted to demo at PAX. I just remember this because I saw like a thing on my Facebook about it. I just remembered it. And it was a game called Dive Kick. And Dive Kick, and it was just this fighting game where all you do is jump and kick.
So basically how, like, anyone who's playing Street Fighter for the first time plays.
It's a two-button fighter, and it's absolutely funny.
Wow.
Like you just, like, watch people play, and all they're doing is jumping and diving at each other. And, it's just super funny to watch. It looked like a lot of fun, and Jumble Junkie actually was the one that sort of told me about it, and it just it looks very funny, very tongue in cheek, the whole thing.
Okay, I
but it
looked
like a lot of fun.
I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter lately, so I gotta look this up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing Injustice. I don't know if I really said, but I get to demo Injustice: Gods Among Us, which is the new fighting game featuring DC characters, made by the people who did the latest Mortal Kombat game. So, I'm not very good at fighting games, even though I really like them. I'm not brilliant at them. So, but I had a lot of fun playing around with. I played as Green Arrow. He's a fun range character, and I had a good time.
Good at kicking.
No, I didn't do any dive kicking. No, that's a different game.
I know.
No dive kicking. But yeah. Just really, really great. I mean, even there was even like a booth that had guys who work for Udon Entertainment. They work on like Street Fighter art books and stuff. The Udon people.
Yeah.
And there are people just working on commissions over there, and it was just really great talking to them, saying like, I really appreciate the work you did. It's your work you do. It's really awesome. And I mean, it's just really great getting to interact with people like face to face like that, and that's what I really, really liked about this the most, honestly. So
that's cool. I'm jealous you going to PAX. I'm jealous.
Yeah, if there's one thing I kind of regret, it's just the fact that I didn't go with anyone. No one came with me, really.
Yeah, I guess it was probably not the best year to go to PAX, seeing as there was hardly anyone there.
Yeah, but I think I think it was good because it was a learning experience. I know what to do and what not to do there now, kind of. Yeah. I know not to walk around town and ask two Bostonian funeral guys where I'm supposed to be going. Although those guys were really nice.
Not to breathe in through your nose in the main convention hall.
Well, yeah. And I also took pictures of lots of cosplayers too, so that was fun.
Nice.
Oh yeah, some of them were nice.
Did you get some pictures with them?
No, I didn't. I didn't want them with my ugly mug.
You would have done the hover hand.
I would have what?
Done the hover hand. Haven't you heard of that?
The hover hand?
Yeah.
I was like, what's that? What is that? Like some like new?
No.
Is that like some like?
New
is that what the kids are calling it these days? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's
good. It's good. I've been messaging Botza, by the way, guys and listeners. I'm trying to get him to join us, but it seems like he's got a storm going over his way and he can't get on.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Just regrettable because I would have really liked to talk to him. So I guess
I'm sure he would have liked hearing these stories as well.
Well, maybe he'll listen to the podcast. Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So
okay, I got something to say about that dive kick game. That is if you took the Deadliest Warrior game, but took everything out, but the ability to throw a spear through somebody's head. Because the thing about that game, you could literally just win in one move. You could chuck like a spear or a javelin or whatever, hit somebody in the head, and you win.
Yeah, that's what you can do in dive kick. If you hit them in the head, it's like it's like you win.
Win, yeah.
It looks, I don't know, it looks really funny to me. I want to like watch its progress as it continues to see towards release. It looks really funny. So Yeah.
Do we have questions that we haven't answered? I'm just looking at the questions thread in the forum.
We do. We actually have quite a few that we haven't answered. Most of the ones in the question thread, I don't think we've really even answered.
I've got one.
Hold on. Okay. Do you know?
This is from Zarvan.
Oh joy!
Yeah.
These are my favorite. I love these.
Have we done these ones? If you could go back,
I don't know.
If you could go back in time to when you were in high school. Oh no, this is from January. So if you could go back in time to when you were in high school or present for LMG, and be a foreign exchange student, what country would you want to go to?
Where is this? I'm looking for it.
It's down near the bottom.
I'm looking. I don't think we did this one. If we go back in time when we were in high school and be a foreign exchange student, what country would we want to go to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's super easy for me.
Yeah, where?
Japan.
Ah.
Definitely.
Fucking weeaboo.
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
Desu.
Nice.
No, I would probably go to Hong Kong. Because I would go to Hong Kong because it's probably the coolest place on earth. It's the freest economy in the world. It's got industry, it's got finance, it's cutting edge, it's cool. I want to go there.
Isn't there lots of English there too?
Yeah, it used to be an English colony till 1997, so.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
Jeez, a country. Yeah, this is something I've actually never thought about. What country would I want to go to? Jeez, this is something I gotta think about. This is going back to when I was in high school.
Give you one.
Italy would be kind of fun. I think.
Really?
I think it'd be really cool, go see Rome and Venice and some of those places.
Yeah, I've been to Italy. Italy is really beautiful. It was for the first half of the holiday, but we went in October of 2008. Do you guys know what happened then?
What?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I missed.
Okay, we went to Italy in October 2008.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what happened then?
No.
They all bought TNA Impact and hated it.
Nah, it was during the GFC. It happened halfway through our holiday.
Ah.
Yeah, that wrecked it a bit.
Wait, what? During the what?
The GFC, the global crash. It happened when I was in Italy.
Oh, that's what it's called, the GFC.
Yeah, global financial crisis.
Oh, okay, all right.
It happened when I was in
I
Italy.
don't know if I've really heard that acronym ever before, or the
really
not acronym. I don't know. Maybe I just don't pay attention to anything.
It's not history enough for you, is it?
I guess it kind of is. No, I don't know. I mean, whatever.
Sorry, I'll edit this bit out. I've got to message a friend about something. It'll just be 2 minutes. I'm sorry, guys.
All right. Here we go with the horses.
There's a new Pandora's Towers trailer out right now. Let's watch that. Because that's coming out in the U.S. I'm really excited about that. That's the third game for Operation Rainfall.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm done.
You what?
I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
We're gonna beat you if you're not done.
Well, what do you think I was just doing?
I don't know.
Beating
But
myself.
Now, LMG, did you hear that Pandora's Tower is getting released in the U.S.?
Yeah.
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 That's. I know you didn't think we deserved like Xenoblade or The Last Story, but
You don't.
I mean, I guess that means we just don't deserve. Wait, did you get Pandora's Tower?
Nah.
Oh. I think parts of Europe did.
We did get it, but I didn't buy it personally.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Your region did it.
So, guys,
Yes.
should we do games we've been playing and then sort of start to wrap it up?
I think we should. I want to address
Yeah.
something in the forums first, though. The LGN Gamers forum.
Yeah.
I just want to, because we haven't done topics in the forum recently, and
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
used to do that.
yeah, we do. We've done that in a while, and there's a couple things I just sort of wanted to bring up, and that's the polls that Pete made. What aspects do you like the most about LGN Gamers, and what aspects do you dislike the most about LGN Gamers?
Yeah, I
And
saw these.
essentially, what they're doing is they're trying to get some creative feedback from, the fans, the users, us.
Yeah.
Who is, what do you like about the podcast? They're essentially trying to improve the podcast going forward, evolve it to the next stage. I don't know about you guys. Well, I don't know if you've even listened to it very much, LMG, in the recent months, but because I know you've been busy. So, I mean, even me and Nick have gotten a little bit behind. But
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being brutally honest, I have felt that it's gotten a little bit stale lately.
It has. I think it has a bit. Yeah.
And I think that this is an excellent idea, and I'm really glad that they did this because, I mean, no one's going to agree, and that's very apparent by just looking through the topics.
4 pages. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 pages for the dislike topic. Of course, there's only 2 for the like topic because people like talking about what they hate more than what they like. Because
Yeah.
that's just a weird phenomenon. But yeah, I think this is a really good idea. I think it will help them sort of, shape the podcast going forward. I think it'll help them improve it. I often kind of resist. I know people often say that, like, look, it's free entertainment, you shouldn't criticize it, but I'm kind of with Darrow in that aspect, that I think that that's just an excuse kind of to be lazy. I think that you should always try to be improving everything you're doing, kind of no matter what it is you're doing, just because, if you just sort of let it stay the same, it's just, it just kind of gets boring,
Well,
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do you have to say about this? I don't know.
I
That's
think
kind of my.
the reason I stopped listening is just, I mean, Metal Jesus is good.
Yeah.
I really like him. He's good on the podcast, but I do kind of miss Johnny. I think we all miss him.
Yeah, we all do. Definitely.
He was kind of the wild card, right? He would always come out and say the most controversial things. He would stir Pete. It was good fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I like Metal Jesus, and I think he fits really well. And I'm not saying that him being on there makes the show any worse, but Johnny not being there, I think, does.
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think I kind of feel that way a little bit as well. But I will admit that it took me a while kind of to get used to Metal Jesus. I think it took him a while to get used to being on the podcast, sort of.
I was used to him straight away, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I like him. He adds stuff to the podcast, but what he adds isn't as much as what Johnny took away when he left. That's my opinion.
I mean, I think it was just because it was a transition phase, and it just kind of happened so suddenly that's why I think it took me a little bit sort of get used to him. I mean, I liked him right from the beginning. I did like him as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that the guest episode, the episode he was guested on, that's still one of my favorite episodes of the entire podcast. It was really, really good, very informative, and just really interesting. Hearing some of his stories. So, I don't know. I think some of what's missing from the podcast is sort of that random element. Sort of what you're saying. They kind of just sort of go through the motions, and
that's right. Yeah,
and I think that's fine. I think having structure is perfectly fine, because if you don't have structure, I mean, you don't. It's just all over the place. Like us, unprofessional loser. No, I'm kidding. But I think you can have fun with it. You can go on tangents. You can talk about, I don't know, poop jokes or whatever, like we've done this entire podcast.
It weren't jokes. They weren't jokes.
Except they were actually legitimate stories,
yeah.
which just so happened to be jokes. But yeah, I mean,
soup is no joke.
What? Ball soup? No,
it's no joke.
That isn't a joke. It's a serious condition.
It's a real phenomenon. Fuck, I can't speak. Phenomenon. Fuck, I can't. Dang it, I can't speak.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can't help you with that.
Yeah. But what I was going to say, I was going to agree with what you're saying. It seems like they're just kind of doing the same sort of, not tired, but the same motions over and over again. Like, I look at the descriptions like, oh, they've got a guest on. Oh, they're talking about what he does. I don't know who this person is. You know? Right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, well, alright. And then, they do through games they're playing, and they don't do questions that much anymore. There's not as many segments anymore, I think.
Yeah. That's the thing. The thing I miss, and I think the thing I'm missing is it doesn't seem like there's very much guest interaction. Well, there's not that either. Sometimes the
guest doesn't even talk.
Sometimes the guest comes up and then they just sort of ignore him, and I'm like, I feel kind of bad for that guest. Like the time the watermelon guy was on, he just was sort of still there, even though for like an hour, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, they could. And I think, in my opinion, what would be best for the all-gen gamers is actually taking a break, like a little sort of season break. Because they've been doing this podcast almost every week for almost 3 years now. 2.5 years.
That's pretty impressive when you think about it.
I think if they take a break for 2 or 3 months and come back, it'll be pretty good.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they wanted. If it's all up to them, really, if they want to do that or not. I think it might be not. It would be. It might be good for them, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't work for them. Everyone's kind of different in that sort of regard. But
yeah, that's just my opinion. I think it's kind of like that. I like having breaks and things like, I was away from the podcast a bit. Now I'm back, and I've got loads to talk about and things. And I'm sure Botza, when he comes back, will have loads too, and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I mean, that's what's been kind of nice about, like, even though we've been really sporadic about episode releasing, that's what's been kind of nice about that, because we have loads to talk about when we get
I
back.
actually prefer the sporadic episode releasing. I think it's more fun that way. But, I know it's pretty annoying if you're a listener, if you want to hear a new episode. It's like,
right.
No, we don't feel like it this week. But it's,
I don't know. We still like doing it. That's the thing. So it's not like we're just gonna be like, oh, I don't feel like it. It's like I just don't really, feel up to it this week, or, just, it's not like it's not a chore. It hasn't felt like a chore at all.
I mean, originally that was like my thing when I was like, I was just going to be the producer, because I didn't like showing up every week. I did that Link Cable podcast thing for like a year, like 6 or 7 months, and that got really exhausting because I would have to get everyone together. I'd have to be on the show. I had to try and drive the conversation. Then I had to edit it and do all that. It burnt me out, honestly. And so doing this one, I was just like, I'm going to take a step back. I'm just going to edit it. I'm going to get some guys, and, they're going to be good at conversation. But my most important thing was, like, if they don't want to show up, they don't have to. They shouldn't feel obligated to show up every week. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, if you know, and that's that way it'll keep people from burning out. It keeps things fresh, you know, things like that. That was my idea, and that's why I wanted to have like 4 or 5 people. It's so that if one person wants a week off, another person can do something, or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's worked out sort of well for us. I think. I mean, it's been fun. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I've had lots of fun, and I think as long as I think it shows that the All-Gen gamers have fun with it, in that they're willing to sort of take steps to keep it fresh for other people, because I think it's clear that they still like it, they still really enjoy it, that they want to keep it, you know, keep going and keep people really interested in it, you know. So
yeah, I agree. They're good lads.
Indeed. Nick, do you have anything sort of add to this?
You know, because Operation Killscreen had to they were off for like couple of months, and then they came back and they're doing bi-weekly, so I don't know, maybe All-Gen Games could go bi-weekly, but it all just comes back to what they want to do. They want to keep going every week, then they'll go every week, so.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be against that, simply because, like, I mean, Pete's super busy with school. I mean, he's busy with school, and John's been super busy with work as well. I think, like, I just saw somewhere on Facebook he had his, like, schedule for the next month. He's only going to be home for 4 days, or no, 4 nights, and only one of those times is going to be, like, an actual full day.
Wow.
That he's going to be home.
Wow.
Yeah.
And wow, that's crazy. And yeah, I mean, Johnny's getting married, for crying out loud, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, so much stuff going on. It's a thing is as a community, we've grown together. We've all seen the changes in our lives. People have come and gone, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We've seen fucking kingdoms rise and fall. You know.
That's right.
It's weird. Like, I think I registered on the community November 2010. That's when I joined on PGRF. That was a long time ago. That was crazy.
I joined May 3rd, 2011, but I didn't really start contributing until, like, 2012, though.
Yeah, I used to just lurk.
Yeah, that's why I only have 335 posts, or 336, or whatever. No, 335.
Yeah. I don't know, it's weird. It is strange. And it's especially strange for me, because, I mean, I've listened to All-Gen Gamers since day one.
Yeah.
And it's just weird seeing things strange.
I didn't. Of all the hosts, I think I was, like, one of the last people to get into it. Because I got into it in the 30s, I think. It was around the 30s episodes.
Yeah.
Episode 8 was my first one. Like, right after Jason came on. So.
Yeah. I remember when Jason came on, like, the original podcast, like, episode 6, the first one he was on. The podcast file was huge. It took ages to download. And then with that new theme song, I was like, wow, okay, this is really different. And I was like, do I like this? And I was kind of like, at the start, I was like, I don't know. I was sort of on the fence about it. But yeah, then 2 episodes later, I really liked it.
I also liked how it was like, Jason's like, I'm not, he did the same thing you did.
Yeah, he said, I'm just going to be recording and editing, and then, full-time member.
It's just like, we really like you, so keep saying stuff, so yeah.
Do you guys remember the original All-Gen, before the one they've got now that goes, dun 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 dun, that one or whatever? Welcome to the All-Gen Gamers podcast.
You mean the one that had for maybe like 4 episodes where it was like, Pete Door.
Jeez. Gamester 81. This is the All-Gen Gamers podcast. I still remember that.
It was like crazy, like, I was like, whoa.
And the one they had for the first 5 episodes is like, it was actually a garage band beat.
Oh yeah, there's that one, yeah.
And then Pete comes, like, I still remember Pete coming and going, alright guys, welcome to the first episode of the All-Gen Gamers podcast.
I don't think. I wonder if he's. I doubt he's gone back and listened to that. I don't know if. I'm not
I
sure
remember,
if
like,
could.
in the episode 50s, they were talking about going back and listening to the first podcast while recording a podcast and just seeing how cringeworthy it all was.
Yeah.
That's something they should do for their 150th episode.
Yeah, they should like go back to. Yeah, they should go back to like episode 1.
Actually, I should make a post in the forums about that now, because I would love to see that happen.
That would be really cool.
I'll do that in a second when we're done.
Actually, the date I joined the forums was October 26, 2010, but I don't think I really posted on the forums so much.
You date back before me.
After that.
You date back before me, then.
Yeah.
And when did I join? I joined November 18th, 2010.
So
My website is still the Link Cable Podcast website.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
The last episode was uploaded on 14th of March, 2012. That's a year ago now.
Wow.
Uh,
That's all I have to say. The Link Cable Podcast.
yeah.
I never actually ever listened to any of that.
No one did.
Apparently Ben and Andy did.
Well, yeah, they probably listened to like 20 minutes, honestly. I mean, but that's all right. I can't blame them. It was pretty hard. I mean, like podcasting is something you really got to get used to before you get good. And luckily, all you guys just had a natural talent at it.
Thanks.
Yeah, you get great conversationalists. Like when we started the Link Cable Podcast, it was awful. The people I was doing it with and my friends, and they're great, but they didn't trans, and neither did I. Like, I think I'm a lot better now just because I've had practice.
Mm.
But yeah, another thing that's great about doing podcasts is that this is a skill. Like, I could go work in radio or something even with this limited experience.
Yeah.
Which is good if I need something to fall back on. That'd be pretty cool.
I like how the last episode that you recorded of the Link Cable Podcast is called Hentile.
Hentai Isle, yeah. Oh, I can't remember what it was. That was from the last episode we recorded, though. That was the last one that went up on that website. Then I made a new domain and started uploading them to iTunes. I remember that
okay.
We did the last episode. I'm looking at my channel now. It was like 22 or something. I said I'm going to make a new theme song. We're going to come back. We're going to try and fit it into a certain time slot. I was going to make it so they're no longer than like 45 minutes, just so it's easier for me to edit and things like that. Mm. That was 10 months ago. Nothing since then.
I just found something interesting in the forum. I'll link it to you guys quick.
This is hot off the press, folks.
Oh,
DuckTales Remastered?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming to Wii. I didn't know it was coming to the Wii U. I guess I didn't realize that. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, watching gameplay of it was fantastic. It looks like they're just straight out of the cartoon, and it's so great.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really looking forward to it. Again, it came out of nowhere, but
Done by Way Forward too.
I heard something about like they're using the like voice actors of the cartoon or something as well. So they have good old Uncle Scrooge, the Scotsman. Please tell me, I don't remember. Does Glomgold show up in that game? I don't remember if he does or not. He better. I love Glomgold.
Oh, I don't know. I never played. I played the second one.
Oh yeah, you own the second one. You lucky dog.
Yeah.
You.
I know, $6. It's a hell of a fucking score. What is the status
of
the
God.
pouch?
Wow, what's going on?
Sorry, I just started listening to the first episode of the Link Cable Podcast. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been.
Shit.
Did your ears start bleeding?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's actually, like, no one knows about this because it's a private video, but It was Link Cable Podcast episode 0. I don't think I've ever talked about this. It was like a test one I did with Grant. It's called episode 0, Meet Your Pilot, because it's like a pilot episode.
Yeah.
Pilot is spelt wrong. I don't even want to click on it. I haven't listened to it.
What's it spelled like? Like Pontius Pilot or like
I don't know.
Pilot?
It's Piolet. Is that right?
P-I-O...
L-E-T. Piolet.
Piolet. The Piolet.
Meet your Piolet.
Your Piolet.
Meet your Protaliot. Oh,
That's awesome.
That's not awesome.
That's something else.
Okay, let's talk about games we've been playing, and then let's finish, because this room's getting hot, and my balls
I
are
just
sweating.
went on Facebook, got a message from Botza. It's cleared up. I can be there in 10 if you guys are still going.
Oh!
Yeah,
yes.
Come here. Come here, I'm telling him, come here. Come here.
Come here. Give us all a cuddle.
Alright. So games we've been playing? Lachlan, what have you been playing these past many months?
Not much. Okay, I guess, I don't know if I mentioned it, Fallout 3. I played that loads. I burnt myself out. I'm trying to get platinum on it. It's really hard. I put in like 60 hours. I haven't played in like a month and a half now, just because I burnt myself out. But I'm going to go back to it soon.
Oh yeah, you never told us, by the way. Did you get a Wii U for Christmas?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
Well, I would have mentioned it.
Because I knew you had like a Wii U dreams and all this stuff, you know.
I was excited, and then I was just kind of... I did play it, though, over Christmas. My cousin got one. My cousin got one. I played it at his house. Loads of fun. It was Mario Land we played. That was fun, but, you know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fun overline. Online. It wouldn't be fun online. It's only fun because it's kind of a local thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fallout. After I got burnt out in Fallout, I played Saints Row. I want to try and platinum in that. That'll take a while. I'm about to actually go back to it. I think I'll play it later tonight. I'm just before the last mission of the game. I think over the course of 4 days, I've gotten up to the last mission. I just play it every night, and that's with a lot of fucking about as well, like doing the side missions, like the assassinations and things. That's a great game. Nice. That is a great game. So much fun.
I've Saints Row 2 on the PS3.
I've got it. I haven't played it. I have a lot of PS3 games I need to play still. And last night I played some Mario Sunshine, and that game, I hate it.
Why did you play it?
Because I thought I liked it, but I don't.
What? Wait, why not?
Wow.
I don't hate it, but it annoyed me. I remembered why I quit playing it in the first place. Just because some of the sprites, like, some of those fucking levels are so poorly planned. Like the pineapple level, fucking Yoshi's fruit
adventure.
Yeah, something like that.
That level's a little no. I mean, now I can kind of do it in a snap because I know exactly what I'm doing.
I have no idea what fish to hit with my fruit juice.
See, the problem with it is that you have to hit them when they're at a certain, like a certain, whatchamacallit? They're at a certain height.
Yeah, height. Yeah. Word.
It's like, what's that word? The height. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Well, yeah, I got more blue coins than sun sprites in the last time when I played it. I just gave up and went and got all the blue coins and all the levels. But yeah. Some
of the levels I got stuck on were like the maze one, a couple of the maze ones in Hotel Delfino.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like Mario Sunshine. I don't think it deserves a lot of the hate it gets from Mario fanboys.
I think it kind of does, actually. I mean, I'm gonna say I love that game. I think it deserves its reputation as sort of the dark horse of the Mario main series, and I think that's simply because like some of the things they did with that game were extremely questionable. Like the story. Why was there a
Yeah.
story? Like, well, more importantly, I think I get probably the most important question is why is Princess Peach baffled about the idea? She never denies that Bowser Jr. is her child. She just says, "I'm your mother."
I'm
Spoiler.
your mother.
Sorry, that's like 15 shines into the game. That's a huge spoiler right there.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, really, no one cares.
Yeah, the story is weird.
Yeah, it's like, so wait, why did Professor Egad make a paintbrush that ruins everything? Wasn't he a guy that's supposed to help people because he made the vacuum cleaner?
I think some of the stuff with
Egad.
Blood Pack was a lot of fun.
Professor Egad, you're talking about from Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, he made the paintbrush. And Flood, too, I think.
Yep. See, some of those were pretty fun. Like, it was weird because in that game you get so used to, using it, hovering, and saving your ass. And then when you go into the missions where you get it taken away from you and you have to rely on the platform, you gotta readjust. It's a little weird in that sense. It seems like. Well, maybe that's just me.
To me, those were, like, actually they were some of the simultaneously the most frustrating and the best levels in the game because they relied on classic Mario platforming, and it was I think a lot of those were really solid. Some of my lesser favorite ones were ones that were kind of like that, but there was one in particular, or a couple in particular. There's one where you don't have your water backpack, and you have to, like, talk to the Piantas in a certain direction, like a certain angle, so they throw you at these platforms that are really far away, but if you talk to them at, like, just the wrong angle, they'll, like, chuck you off in the opposite direction. It's like, I'm a chuckster, and then they'll, like, throw you, and
I'm a chuckster. I'm a floating head.
Yeah, throw you in the bottom of the pit, death goodness. Yeah.
That was a very... I just don't... I think that one was pretty poorly designed.
I don't know. I found the maze is kind of frustrating. It was like I said, Hotel Delfino. Oh my god.
I've never actually gotten 120. I've never gotten 120 shines in that game either.
Neither have I.
Neither. No way. But maybe someday.
It's, to me, the thing that's keeping it away the most is the blue coins.
Nah, they're easy.
No, but they're not, though, because they're hidden in some really obscure places.
Yeah. They're easy.
No, they're not. I disagree.
Well,
your opinion is wrong.
Well.
When I talk about pain in the ass, the last level is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad too. Yeah, yeah, that's.
So that's all I've been playing.
So you've been playing a game you don't like.
Yeah, I hate it. What have you been playing?
What you been playing, Pegasus?
Let's see. I'm actually playing a little Double Dragon Neon right now because I don't know what's going on with that online patch, if that's coming or not. Okay. Is that still coming, or is it?
It's probably.
It's still coming, all right.
It's probably Obama's fault.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go with that, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I'm only on the third level of the game because it is hard. I mean, it's a hard game. But enjoying that. I've actually been playing Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on the 360. I picked that up because I know Adam Agro and like Comatose, those guys have it on 360. So I decided, well, what the heck? I'll double dip and pick it up. And they did release the online, although you got to pay $5 for it. But whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of lame. I mean, I knew you were gonna have to pay money for it, but I didn't know it was gonna be that much.
Because I have it also on the PS3, but I almost picked it up for that, and then seeing Adam, and because I think Crono, you have it, right?
I do have it, and I actually just got another 1 month for $1 thing, so we should play it sometime.
Oh yeah.
I don't have headphones though, so that'll be a little weird, but
We'll just do it over Skype. But
yeah,
just playing a little bit through that. I decided to jump back into Maximo Ghost of Glory. I have that on the PS2, classics on the PS3, and that game is hard as fuck. Like, oh my god!
What is it now?
Maximo Ghost of Glory.
Okay.
Think of it as like the spiritual successor to Ghosts and Goblins. Which I've actually been playing also some more of the arcade on, Capcom, the Capcom arcade cabinet on 360.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, there's that. A lot of Super Street Fighter 4. I did go through the arcades, finish Zangief. And I've kind of been working with Ryu, chucking Hadoukens wherever I can. Hadouken!
Good old Holly.
Dog, yep, Oda dog on my way on that one.
Okay.
That's why I mentioned if you were talking about going to PAX, if you ran a Jumbo Junkie, tell him I would get him on the podcast. I wouldn't mind talking fighting games. I haven't picked up the arcade edition yet, but I'm just kind of getting through, just really trying to get the game down. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I get my ass kicked online. I actually set my because you can set when you go through the arcade mode, and you can set like fight requests. So, randomly, when you, complete a fight or somewhere, in the middle of a fight, you'll get this fight request, and you'll immediately face somebody online. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but, playing that, and, I'm trying to think here. I haven't written down a list, but, F-Zero on the Wii U. It was another one of those 30-cent classic deals, so I picked it up and never played F-Zero before. I really like it.
Wait, what? Is Botza here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just tried to put him in, but you have
I didn't even notice.
You have to press the call button. There you go. You got him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been looking at the forums.
He's just like, LMG's overwhelmed. He's like, there's forums and things to do.
I'm like a hamster. Hello!
Hello!
Yeah!
Hello, is anyone there?
Yep.
Clap. Why aren't you clapping?
Oh, wow.
Can we have a clap?
What? No clap necessary, guys. Damn, I feel like I'm in Bizarro World.
Why aren't y'all clapping?
First off, LMG. It's good to hear your voice.
Thank you. It's good to hear your voice.
Thank you. Secondly, what the fuck? The new avatars? Jesus.
Yeah, but
He just comes on and he's like flipping out. Wait, but you've seen mine before, haven't you?
I thought I walked in the ladies' room. No. I was just expecting maybe one person to change their avatar, but all three of you. But Lachlan, I like the stash.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. We've been talking about it all the whole time of this podcast.
Yeah.
The listeners won't know, have any idea what we're talking about, but this isn't about them. It's about us. So, Botza, you're gonna have to change your DP now.
I might have to.
Yeah. Wait, maybe. What now?
DP. Dick pic.
His what?
His display pic, not dick pic.
Okay. All right. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Botza. That's how we started out the episode.
Yeah.
Very
we're just doing the opening, and then we have them come in with the ships.
Wow. No. Crono, okay, I got you, because when you said I should recognize your image, I can't see the names. So I see Nick's, and I thought that the gangster was you. Now I see yours, it makes sense. And of course, Nick's is San Andreas. So it's all coming together.
I want to get that review up, so it's up on my channel.
All right. Well, yeah, that shocked me. It's a Bizarro World in here. We got Lachlan back. Crono, in fact, right when you guys called me, I was logging back into Facebook, and I haven't clicked on the pictures yet, but I'm sure you guys talked about that. I'll get to listen in as a user myself.
a group pic with the four of us. We're the four people from the YouTube community that showed up.
The four. There was only 4 that showed up. Down.
I mean, pretty much. That was the only. I mean, I don't think there was really much of a quote unquote meetup even made. So it was just we just kind of like happened to. I think Pete was hanging around with Clive a little bit, and then Clive had texted Jumble Junkie to like show up or something. I don't know, but we all sort of just kind of met up around the Twitch area, so it was fun. It was good hanging out with them for a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lachlan, shit, it's hard to believe you're here. I have so many questions.
Yeah, do you?
I'll start with the first one. After the India trip, is John Lennon still your favorite Beatle?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, is it not George Harrison now?
No. Indians are dirty. Their country is dirty.
Whoa.
He spent a great deal of the episode telling us stories about it, and I have been in stitches the whole time. Like, I'm pretty sure all the listeners will attest to that.
Yeah, I'm sure you can go back and listen.
Yeah.
No racism intended, but George, I don't know what George Harrison saw in the place, honestly. Have you ever been to India, Botza?
No, I've never left the USA.
Oh.
Sadly.
Well, gonna have to change that. Kickstarter project. Yeah,
nice.
Sorry, I had to do that. I'm sorry. You mentioned John Lennon. I'm like, okay, it's Mother.
True.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not going to talk about Beatles because I can go on for ages about that. John Lennon was kind of a shitty person, honestly. Paul McCartney's probably the nicest. But music-wise, John Lennon's the best.
Whoa.
Hey, what?
You're saying Paul McCartney was a nicer person than George Harrison?
Oh, actually, no, Ringo's probably the nicest.
He is the funniest, so I give you that much.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Ringo the one with a horrendous art? Or is that George Harrison?
Paul McCartney did some pretty bad art.
No, it's definitely Ringo.
Yeah.
I didn't know he dabbled in the art.
Okay. Got it. Ringo'sArt.com. Ringo Starr art. Oh, what? What the fuck is this? You're a baby.
What?
You're a baby. Fucking, they're all peace signs. Not for violence.
Those are some of them. No, it's look at like the 2011 artwork. Oh, those are just signs artwork. Too. It was 2010.
What is this?
Isn't this amazing? This is like my favorite.
I love how they're all sold out.
I know, it doesn't make any sense, right?
In Star Circle white.
This one might be my favorite so far that I've come across just on this quick inspection.
That's the.
Was this done on MS Paint?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It kind of looks like it, right? How much does he sell for? That's my question. Apparently, 100% of the proceeds benefit the Lotus Foundation charity. I don't know what that is, but I feel sorry for whoever paid for these.
So Ringo can buy more anti-aging pills. Seriously, the guy looks 40. He's 72.
He does.
The one on the front page, I reckon, is the best. The one that says, "Yeah, baby."
Yeah, baby.
Jesus.
Why?
Bad finger.
Hang on, was it bad finger?
Bad finger.
Is it in a finger trap or?
I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed in Ringo. This shit's pretty bad. This is like MS Paint.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like, is he trolling or what? Because this shit is pretty damn bad.
Let's see. I want to see what Paul McCartney's actually done. I'm not too sure.
I had a friend who was. I'm crying right now. I'm laughing so hard. Man, it's.
Oh wait, here's
something else.
No. Go back to the I guess the page where you can select which year's artwork and just read these quotes. Read his quotes from 2005.
I did. They're great.
Hang on. I'll read them out. 2005 artwork.
Here's the first one. I started in the late 90s with my computer art. There you go, Art. There's that finish.
There we go. MS Paint 95. We got it.
While I was touring, it gave me something to do. And all those crazy hotels you have to stay in on the road.
Crazy hotels. Crazy hotels.
Well, he just admitted that it's just lazy-ass, boring MS Paint art. He literally just did the first quote. And the last quote, I like Rembrandt, Van Gogh. Who gives a shit?
All right,
just some bum at a hotel room making MS Paint art.
I like how
You're a fucking Beatle, for God's sake.
I like the final quote. The final quote says, I like Rembrandt, Van Gogh, Schoenberg, Condonal, Max. The list is endless. Why is that a quote?
It's not. It's not a. I got inspiration from Rembrandt, Van Gogh. It's just I like Rembrandt, Van Gogh, Schoenberg, Kondo. The list is endless.
I love that. Most of the titles for my pieces arrive because on computer you have to call them something, so I have. The easy way to look at it is if it has a hat on, it will probably be called Hatman. Hang on, my brother just walked in. Ross, what do you think of Ringo Starr's artwork? Wait, where's Badfinger?
Badfinger. Apparently your baggy is actually your baby.
Your baby. Imagine that guy coming up to you in like a pub or something and just winking at you like that and going, "You're a baggy." You're a baggy.
I'd be scared. No, a friend of mine who was an art major showed me this. He's like, "I want to show you my favorite artist," and then he just it's great.
Let's start this as a trend, because if you look closely at the picture, he's not giving the peace sign. He's holding 3 fingers up. So we need to start holding 3 fingers up amongst friends and saying, "Your baby."
Your baby.
This is horrible. Folks, you're going to have to go to, what's this, RingoStarArt.com, because I wanted to ask Lachlan about India, George Harrison, the White Tux, Bangladesh. It's kind of like that's where Teen Wolf got the image. Like the Jesus werewolf. He even wore the white tux to the fucking prom. But this leads all the way to this Ringo Starr website, and this is pitiful. I mean, I don't want to trash on the Beatles, but Jesus, this shit is just really.
Wait, hey, check this out. You know how much?
Guys.
You know how much this one costs? This costs $800 for this button. The green lips.
That costs $800.
Because it's signed, Love Ringo.
That's not signed. That's an impression.
Okay.
But if it like seriously, how much do you think Ringo's signature actually goes for?
I don't know.
After this, I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I want to buy some now.
No, you don't.
I want Baggy on my wall.
No. I'm looking for something good. If you're going to go with any of them so far, you got to go with Badfinger.
Yeah, Badfinger. Badfinger's pretty great.
2 small heads is pretty good.
How about Ooman 2? This is a good one.
Can I have a link?
He stares into your soul.
What is this? What's going on?
What is going on?
Hey, we all need to change our avatars on Skype to a Ringo Starr artwork.
I'm gonna be yeah Baggy, all right? So.
You're a baby. Oh,
Where's
$50.
What is
Whoop.
this? What's this? Hold me, love me.
Oh, hold me, love me. That's the name of one. Chef a la mode. Chef a la mode.
Look underneath that one. Crazy with a K and a Z.
This really sad thing is, I guarantee there's some art critic that had to legitimately criticize this.
Exactly.
Look at hold me.
Exactly, Nick. That's a good point because seriously, the only reason this shit's valuable or it's valuable shit. The only reason it's selling in the first place is because he's a goddamn Beatle. And you got legit artists out there with true expressions that aren't going to get paid anything. They're not even getting noticed. But then you've got this damn bad finger and whooped.
Yeah, whooped.
This is a gold mine for just this comedy, folks. You need to check out Ringo's art. Starred. We'll link it below. Unfortunately.
How about this? There's apparently an art celebs network. I just found something done by Muhammad Ali. Check this out.
Oh god, it's gonna be all shaky, isn't it? It's gonna be all shaky.
Let me stress this, guys. I don't know if you've noticed this because you guys were younger in the early days of the internet, but the first page has that splash image reminiscent of a 1998 website, and then look at the bar on the left. I mean, it's a very old school. This is the gift that keeps giving. Shit, Ringo.
It really is.
He really is a goofy son of a bitch. Oh man, how did George put up with this guy?
Hey, I found this amazing thing. It's called MS Paint.
Hey guys.
I love it. But okay, before we derail further, what were you guys even talking about before I joined in? What was happening?
Nick was doing games we've been playing.
I just changed my DP.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
That is terrifying.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
I gotta find a good one. No, that's a good.
I gotta sleep tonight, man.
I'm gonna sleep. Oh.
Before I look for one, let me check out merchandise real quick.
Yeah, merchandise.
That's the one page I haven't clicked on.
I'm really glad I told you guys about this.
Fuck it up.
Poor Ringo.
Yeah.
You're baggy.
Dear me.
That's the title of our episode. That'll bad finger.
Bad finger.
What is this?
Bad finger. Wait, how about bad finger your baby?
What? $50. Did you see that? What?
Oh. Oh, guys! I just found a hidden gem of Ringo Starr's.
Oh boy!
Wow, this is a fucking gem, a 16-bit gem right here.
I forgot about this one. I've seen this one before. He misspelled elephant.
A elephant. Elephant.
Oh my god.
A elephant foot.
A elephant.
And for no apparent reason, the double O in foot has eyes in it.
I was about to say that he made the O's and foot tits. That's my image. I'm changing it now.
An elephant foot.
I'll stick with the truth for mine, dude.
I feel like Botza, I feel like I'm in Bizarro land looking at these.
I know, I'm glad. I've got you all high on Botza right now. I love it. Goofy as hell. It's the way it's got to be, folks. Shit. But
Why'd you leave us?
Why'd you leave us? See, now we can't. We got to come back full time, Lachlan.
Oh.
Now we got to come back full time. We got to get Coop back into this. We got to bring it back to life.
It's been a long. Changing my DP again. Look at it now.
What? You changed your picture again?
Yeah, look at it.
What?
Jesus. What acid trip was this guy on when he came up with this stuff? No, someone on an acid trip could still come up with something better than this.
Any fucking stoner with a Windows 95 could come up with this.
I'm sure Dodofro will appreciate this art.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Dodofro are legit artists.
This good art, man.
No, I know. That's a shame though, because people won't know Dodofro because they'll go to Ringo because he's a fucking beetle. You know, elephant foot.
Hey, elephant foot. What's this?
You're changing it too fast. Well, I'm trying to change mine. Let me go back and see what it is now.
I think we broke Lachlan.
Each one just keeps getting better than the last.
I know. I got to find a new one now. Elephant foot's not feeding this appetite for more Ringo.
Okay. I need to change my profile picture again.
No, really, really, listeners, like this website is it's a gift from God. It really is.
What kind of website security does this site have? Because if he's a beetle and PayPal, this site looks easily hackable. I don't know anything about hacking, but I'm just saying, he maybe needs to invest in something. This is cold.
a gift from God the same way Justin Bieber is a gift from God?
Wait,
this has got to be an old website because look, I'm on the 2007 artwork page. Look at this. If you wish, this is at the bottom of the page underneath him autographing prints of this. If you wish to order this piece of rock and roll history, please write artcelebs@aol.com. So this is, I don't know if this is like
AOL?
AOL!
But at the bottom it says
Hey,
copyright.
what's the fucking use that?
This guy won't do anything.
I don't know. Look at what he changed it to now, Botza.
Jesus!
In the back of my mind, I was waiting for you to change it to that one.
Why did he do any artwork in 2009?
He might have had to do some soul searching then.
He
wasn't inspired.
2010, 2011 aren't as good as his other ones.
He accidentally forgot what MS Paint was, so he
got a Mac, probably.
Oh man. Well, what else were you playing, Pegasus?
Shit, there's only 2 games I can really think of because, like I said, I've been keeping a list. I don't know why. There's actually a few more. I actually started getting back into SimCity the other night. I kind of started playing a bit of that, a little bit of the original Rondo Flood on the Dracula X on the PSP. Because I finally found my charger for my PSP, so I plugged it back in and kind of started getting back into 9 Rondo Flood. So
yeah, Rondo Flood's a hilarious game.
I think I'm gonna do a full X Chronicles.
I'm pretty sure that site broke LMG.
Yeah,
it's still giving me gifts. He's laughing. I'm still looking at the website. I'm astonished. Nobody noticed how many pieces of art of his. They're sold out. Look at 2005. How many are sold out?
I just keep looking at my profile picture and then laughing, and then I laugh for 10 seconds, and I look back at the screen and then just burst into tears again.
Jesus.
I just got to look away for a minute.
You have broke LMG. Thanks, Crono.
I'm sorry. It's
I'm sweating. I need to go get a drink of water. I'll be back. Please, I'm sorry.
Should I do games? Was that it?
So I actually started up a new file on Symphony of the Night on the Dracula X Chronicles and realized how much of a dick that game is in the beginning.
Was that?
Hold on, I lost my freaking earbud here. Because you start the game, because you play the final mission, from Rondo of Blood. And on this version, it doesn't have the hilariously bad, what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. It's not in there. It's completely redone. So.
Oh.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, play it. Get the Dracula X Chronicles. You can find it. I think you can find it for pretty cheap. Unlock Symphony of the Night, and then start playing it. Yeah, I don't know why they changed it, but. So, and then you get to the point where you start playing as Alucard, and you never get these weapons again. You get this kick-ass sword, everything you're just one-shotting everything and just absolutely one-shotting everything, tearing through the game. You run into death, he takes all your shit away, and you never get those items again, but. Yeah.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
That.
It's totally understandable.
But,
oh god, Botza, why'd you send me another one?
Why?
I'm gonna click on it now.
That's the best one yet.
the fuck? God!
The lips! Those lips are the best part!
That man is a bright magenta.
I'm not gonna change my picture again.
I like how he's bald. Wait, he called it a big close-up one. A big close-up one. Yeah, something like that.
Big old purple onion.
Purple onion man.
Wow, zoomed in.
Just the lips.
I had to change it. The other one was making me laugh too much. The little black guy.
I figured out
Hold me.
I'll be able to record PSP footage to my capture device, so I'm pretty happy about that. And the only other game I've really been playing is more Ratchet and Clank, kind of still working my way through that. And that game, it's weird because, it's so easy. You kind of tear through the first game fairly easy. Especially after you get the Rhino and start fucking everything up. But then the second game, it swarmed so many enemies on you, it seems like. They take so many hits, and it's like crazy. I think I'm on the planet where you go into the Megacorp games. That's about where I'm at on that, so. And then there's one more game. I still have it sitting on my table here because I did a video on this, one of my Friday Fight Nights, Pride FC. I had on the PS2. I had no idea this game even existed until I saw it in RetroFix. I look at it, I'm like, okay, that'll be interesting. And it plays just like the old UFC game, like on the one I have on the Dreamcast, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So it plays just like that. So that will do it for me. Finally.
Well, that's good. I guess it's my turn now. I just want to start off by saying, apparently, I caused Lachlan to puke in his mouth. He's laughing so hard.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, LMG. They are pretty good, though.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't. Damn it. I keep looking at the lips.
Well, then change it.
No! Okay. Okay, just ignore me. I'm sorry.
So I've still been playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I did beat it when I was on break, but I've still playing through the game, doing it on harder difficulties, trying to find all the virtual reality missions and trying to beat those. This game is I could play this game for quite a while and not get bored of it. Oh jeez. What is wrong with you, LMG?
Holy.
He's got. It just has to be a Ringo Starr image.
It has to be.
Yeah. So it's Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, man. It's just so fun. I really love this game. The music is fantastic in this game. They're like, especially the boss fights. When it gets more and more intense in the fight. No more, Botza. No more. I'm gonna click on that after I'm done games I've been playing. So, you're gonna make Blothlin puke all over the place.
No! Stop it.
Well, don't click.
I can't.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Okay, well, there's a nice GIF. We're gonna have to edit some of this out.
No.
Okay.
I can't listen to it again. If I listen to it again, I will die.
That's true, yeah.
I'll try and I'll edit it to the best of my ability.
Okay.
I'll just have to say.
No, don't edit it. This is good stuff. I'll stop though. But
well,
Jesus,
no, I'm just gonna
this
say.
is the definition of
I'm just
Botza.
gonna say.
This is it. This is the Botza experience.
Okay, before I click on that link and kill
Yeah.
myself, alright? I'm just gonna say that any people listening, if you want to get a better effect of that, like 10 minutes of just laughing, just go to the website, Ringo Starr Art, and browse through the pictures while listening to us.
Yeah, for the most part, we gave the titles, so.
Yeah.
Yes, and please go to his Tumblr account so you can see these excellent GIFs. They're just amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like the
Deal
last
with
one
it.
you said.
Ringo Starr Art.
That was an appropriate ending, but
Help.
I'll stop.
Yeah, it was
Stop.
really...
I feel
Okay.
hot. What the... Why?
God.
I
Why
feel
am
hot.
Why am I keep clicking these links?
Doping.
Because this is
diving.
like, why am I surrounded by these idiots?
Yeah. Look at all those idiots. So, okay, where's that song? I gotta pull that up now. the internet.
So yeah, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Over break, I actually bought the second DLC episode of Alan Wake, so I beat that finally. Go through that. So that was enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with that. I picked up Professor Layton in the Curious Village over break as well for cheap at Newbury Comics. So. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I've been having a real good time with that, solving puzzles, and it's really good. I really like some brain teasers, and the game's got some pretty tough ones, I have to say. So, I had a lot of fun with that. Let's see. I feel like there's a few other games. Oh, well, I recently. Over break, I decided to start playing through Final Fantasy 13 again for all the crazy reasons. So I actually made it probably about 60% of the way through the story before I had to come back to school. I haven't picked it up since then, but I'm probably going to tonight after... normally on Saturday nights into Sunday, usually we have a thing on our floor where we watch some Naruto, so we're going to do that. But after that, I'm probably going to pick Final Fantasy 13 up again. So, and let's see. Oh well, obviously Katawa Shoujo. I've been playing that. So, as I said in my appreciation thread, I recently finished a path that I actually found that was relatively disappointing compared to some of the other ones. It's not that it was a bad one per se, it just didn't really live up to kind of the rest of the stories that have been told so far that I've experienced. So there's this problem that there's no real conflict at all in the story. so it just kind of it just sort of meanders and doesn't really do anything really, unfortunately. And then what happens at the end of Act 4 is like it basically breaks the rule show don't tell, and it basically just loads you with information that the characters tell you, like about a character, which is like kind of frustrating. And yeah, again, it's not bad. I still enjoyed it for the most part, but for anyone who's interested in the game, I just suggest probably doing this one as soon as you can. Don't do it like the first. It's Shizune's path, so the student council president. She's the deaf one. Do her path. I wouldn't say first, but do it soon. Don't leave it till last. Is what I'd say. Just because it doesn't really live up to the other ones, unfortunately. But so I only have one path left, and I'll be working on that this week, no doubt. And other than that, I mean, I booted up DuckTales last night because DuckTales Remastered was announced. So I was like, I want to friggin' play DuckTales. So I played DuckTales, and I had fun with that. Of course, I was playing the moon level because you have to play the moon level. And oh yeah, I mean, it just has the greatest music ever. So other than that, I think that's it, honestly. So, yeah. Other than the stuff I played at PAX Day, obviously, which I talked about. But yeah.
Sorry.
So, were you trying to get me to shut up? I'm done. I swear.
No, I'm coughing up phlegm from laughing too much.
Yeah, that'd be my fault.
Well, Crono, very quickly, give me like a very quick summary, or like what was your favorite thing about PAX? I'm sure you already explained it, and I'm gonna have fun listening to it as a user. But yeah. Let me simplify it even further. Was there anything upcoming game title release wise that really caught your eye?
Upcoming, I'd probably say a tie between an indie title called Mech Knight Chronicles, and then that fighting game Injustice: Gods Among Us. That was a lot of fun. So,
I believe the correct answer was The Last of Us. Good night.
I didn't play that. I didn't want to stand in line for like 2 hours to play that.
I'll talk to you later about that. That's the thing. That's the turnoff of those kinds, is waiting in line for 2 hours. But anyway.
Well, that's the brilliant part about the indie areas, is that you don't have to really wait that long to get in. I raved about a game earlier that I just really, really enjoyed quite a bit, which I actually didn't even get to play, but I didn't need to. I just like watching the gameplay, watching people play it. It was just so much fun just watching it. I was like, I need to get this game, and it's actually out now too. So it's called.
Crono, don't tell me you were that guy walking around. Oh man, did you see that game? That game looks awesome. Did you play it? The guy asked you, did you play it? Oh no, man, I just saw it though. And it was...
No, I played a few games. I did.
I'm just joking. I know. Let's go ahead and move on, because I'm sure, like I said, you guys already talked about this. And trust me, the Ringo hold-up was enough. I'd like to go back to it, But,
man.
Gold made my evening.
It was pretty much gold, yeah. Ringo Starr. Oh, man.
I've been staring at Mike Laughlin's avatar for like the past 20 seconds. It's kind of creepy.
Hold me.
It's terrifying, is what it is.
That's fine.
So, anything else, guys? Is that it? Botza?
Yeah. Hi.
You enjoying Metal Gear Rising?
I am, but unfortunately I haven't had time to really play it. When I do play games, I've been kind of creeping back to the Genesis more often, but when I have time to go through it, I'm going to get into it. But sadly, no. And this is, because I really enjoyed the first impression, so I'm trying to say I don't want to play it in short bursts, because that's like all I've been able to do the past like 2 weeks. But anyway, I'll give a recommendation, though, some of the stuff I've been playing. This is again for Pestro, El Viento, or El Vento for the Genesis. Of course, naturally. I feel like I need to give a Nintendo game to balance it out, because people are going to think I'm really like a Sega asshole.
I thought you were.
No, by no means.
Just a regular asshole.
Crono. I'm disappointed to hear that from you so quick. Yeah, you are. What? Wow. Damn, that feud, Super Nintendo Genesis, will never die. That's ridiculous. You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
No one cares. It's Katawa Shoujo, man. It's Katawa Shoujo wins. It just doesn't matter.
You had to bring that up, so I got to bring this up for your little censorship in the forums. Crono, it's nothing personal. And LMG, you're like this because you used to think I give you shit. Now I'm giving Crono.
Oh my gosh, LMG just posted a minute ago, if I broke my legs, would Crono want to sleep with me? No, that is not staying.
Do you think this shit's ridiculous tonight? It's a shame LMG missed out on the Freddy Got Fingered. That being said, every time I see that game now, Crono, like I said, it's not malicious, it's not intentional, but I've got to call the game Freddy Got Fingered, or even worse, Crono Got Fingered. But I'm going to go with Freddy Got Fingered, the game. Because you got at least admit this, because this is all fun, though. But the link I did post in the forums was not nearly as bad as the other ones, with you and Mitty and Nick. Which I'm not going to repost to Lachlan, by no means. But
wait, what?
Oh, jeez.
What are you talking about?
You probably will completely break him then.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I need to see this.
Never mind.
What's going on?
No, I'm not going to say anything else because you look on websites, you'll somehow find a cheap used DVD, probably brand new, even less, because this is a horrible film. But you don't need to see it. Not yet. No, not ever. I don't know. Shit. Because if you're going to watch this type of trash, you got to see it while you're young.
Yeah.
With shit. This is just a fucking bizarre conversation about Tom Green's masterpiece / shit stain on cinema. So we need to move along.
Yeah.
Yeah, because really, I don't want to recommend this at all. No, yeah, let's move along because, fuck. You know how passionate I am about film, and this has turned it into fucking a recommendation for this film.
You know what film I like?
Mm.
I think the Ed. I think it's got everything.
A shit stain on cinema.
It's got monkeys and baseball and.
I appreciate the joke, but we got to move away from this because this is all turning animal themed badly very quickly. Which is, you don't know anything about, which is good. We're trying to keep you away from this, is the point. You know?
Trying to protect us. Protect me. The innocence of you. I appreciate it. But like all young people, I will rebel. So.
But stick to your more sophisticated political comedy. This is no. Yeah.
My more sophisticated. What do you mean? My comedy is not sophisticated.
Yeah, he was just laughing at Ringo Starr.
I just made fun of disabled people and Crono at the same time in the forums.
Yeah, which I'm offended by, especially in relation to this game.
You edited my comment, you bastard.
You're damn right I did.
Damn it! This is. You already edited that. See, that was the thing. The whole point of this was to give Crono shit by calling his favorite game a certain title, and it totally backfired on me because now I don't even want to fucking mention the title of the film. So this is. I'm telling
really
you,
confused
tonight. No, seriously, guys. Calm down for a second. Listen to me. This tonight. The way it naturally. See, that's the thing. It's a casual conversation. I jumped in on a Skype call. Didn't know what I was getting into. Saw 3 all new avatars, and throughout that, we experienced the Ringo Starr all the way to now. Just the way this shit's unfolded is pretty crazy.
It was a weird. Dude, this has been like one of the best days ever for me. I went to PAX. I get to meet Pete. Too. I get to meet Pete Dorr. And then I come here and I get to like cry my eyes out laughing about Ringo Starr.
It was all worth it. Ringo Starr. It was all worth it.
Pretty much.
I'm done rambling. See, you guys were having a good podcast. I joined in. Now, granted, like I'm saying, the Ringo was justifiable because it's fucking gold, and we all had a good giggle at that expense. But see, now, I was curious, inquired Crono about PAX, and we're slowing things down. So let's wrap this baby up, huh?
I'm just starting a war with Crono in the.
You better not be You better not be doing what I think you're doing.
Oh God.
Hopefully I can see it in time.
You better hurry up.
What do you mean I better hurry up?
Uh-huh.
I mean, the other guys.
Hurry. Stupid internet.
Okay, I'm leaving that. That's pretty awesome. That is fantastic, and I have to leave that. That's just. Oh, that's good. I like that. You what, mate? That's.
Yeah, I just had to mute my mic because I was laughing. That's. See, that's the thing. I'm like, again, it goes back. I don't want this is bullshit because we finally get to catch up. All of us are here tonight. We're having a good laugh, having a good time. But we got to conform it to a fucking podcast. I mean, no offense because this is being recorded. We like our listeners and everything. But shit, I want to keep going. There's plenty more Ringo art on the web, I'm sure.
I want to keep going too, but I don't have much time. I gotta go.
We gotta wrap it up. So
we do. I'm just gonna explain.
This has been a great episode, guys. This has been so much fun. I don't know if it was fun for our listeners, but it sure was fun for me.
I'm pretty sure they're sitting there like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, oh my God. Oh, I did miss a game. Doritos Crash Course. They released some DLC for it, so it's got like 5 new levels. Which I bought, which, why not? I mean, it's a free game to begin with. So.
Oh, what? What?
I'm just thinking over everything we did this episode.
It's a hell of a way to start a day and a hell of a way to end a night. But yeah, Pegasus, sorry to cut you off, Nick, but Pegasus, what was the name of that game you were just playing?
Doritos Crash Course?
Doritos, is in the chips?
Yes.
What kind of, what you gotta link me to this. What kind of game, what console or format is this for?
I think it's just on 360. Think of it like a Wipeout type, like, obstacle course run with your avatar. I think it is I think it's on iOS too. Let me look it up.
But Doritos.
Yeah.
It's like the Burger King game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I thought that. Yeah, exactly. That was what, like 5+ years ago. Why is that still happening? Doritos, the game.
Yeah.
What this is a good. Let me ask this to all forum listeners as well. If there are any other sponsored video games like this, like Pepsi Wars or whatever, Coke Invaders, and whatever. I'm referencing the old Atari game, trying to make it legit, like all the way back to Atari to now. But what are some more current titles with sponsorship in their, in their existence, basically? What other games are there out there? I'm dead serious. I want to know. Doritos.
I can't even think anymore. Oh, Jesus.
This has been an experience.
Yeah, I think it's just an Xbox 360 exclusive. Okay, it was January 2nd the game, or the DLC got released.
There were those Burger King games,
Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
London.
What are we talking about?
But those were kind of cool because those were like, you had to get them in the store. They were like hats or like little gift certificates. Or they were like, bullshit the store sold, you bought it in-house. This is like a DLC exclusive game released by Doritos. I'm just wondering what other kind of games are out there.
Yeah.
Is there a Snickers game? Is there a,
Yeah.
No, No, the Madden games I think are sponsored by Snickers, or at least one of them was. Because I can remember watching my brother and it'd be like, and here's the replay brought to you by Snickers, and I was like, what is going on?
Do you guys remember that Snickers ad with Betty White?
Yes.
That's a good ad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
I like Snickers.
I don't.
What?
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Or at least I was.
you're
At some point.
you gonna kill yourself tonight, or?
No, I've gotten along quite fine without it.
Looking at the Wikipedia, apparently there's another Doritos game called Dash of Destruction.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking this up now.
Now we gotta wrap this though.
I'm serious. I'm just curious. I'm just legitimately curious. What are the games? What are the sponsors out there? Because this Doritos, Jet Race 64 type of game, and Tony Hawk, and Dan Cortez is popping in my mind.
I think because I think we should have stopped recording a long time ago.
Very true. Very true.
Okay, how about we wrap it up, guys, and then we can continue this afterwards.
Now I apologize to the listeners. Because, I don't mean for this to happen, but when Nick, I've been playing Doritos, so-and-so, it rings a bell, and I got to ask about it, because,
That's not the part you should be apologizing for. I think we should all apologize for the
the
shenanigans.
I should apologize for Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not really that sorry, but I'm sorry it distracted so much from the episode, I guess.
No. See, that's the thing, though. That was so much fun, though. You got to admit it.
Of course, that's why I can't really be sorry. Like, I'm sorry that, if it wasn't fun for them, but it sure was fun for us.
Yeah, right. I'll never apologize for Ringo, but I will apologize for Tom Green, but never for Ringo. Never.
I'm supposed to be going to the gym after this.
Oh, man. What a stud, big man on campus.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like fucking. I'll be like lifting some weights or something like that. I'll think of the Ringo Starr pictures. I'll laugh and I'll bring down 50 kilos onto my neck or something.
Please don't do that. That'd be sad.
No regrets.
Okay.
If you do something like that, Lachlan, don't do it, because if you do something like that, you'll probably trip, a weight will fall on your head, you'll unfortunately become disabled, you'll end up living in a chair and drawing pictures just like Ringo. So you don't want to do that. That's not a good road to go down. So
I draw a picture.
Now his stuff would probably be better than Ringo's.
This has been extremely fun, but I'm curious, has it been very negative? Because it's going that way now, but unintentionally.
Very negative. What do you mean?
Nothing else. Let's go ahead and close.
Let's close it up. Okay, guys, this has been good. This has been our 30th episode, which is kind of still crazy. I know I mentioned at the beginning.
What an episode it was.
What an episode. It was quite the momentous occasion. LMG returned to the fold. Botza Brand made a guest appearance at the end. And we just laughed and cried our eyes out. And LMG vomited a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I love it, though. I love it. It's old school shit. If it's going to be the big, 30th split, anniversary mega show or whatever, at least it went back to the roots where we just rambled.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was like
another way it went back to the roots. This was before I started with these guys. I'm like, all right, we'll make this short.
Yeah.
Nope.
We've been going for 3 hours, so.
I think that's a good finishing
In
point.
true users fashion.
Exactly. Let's do some plugs. Pegasus 187.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at GamingPegasus187. I'm on the forums at Pegasus187. And you can find me at Pete's Game Room Forum, Rad Rascals, and Games31's forum. You can find me on YouTube, the Gaming Pegasus 187. Go check out my San Andreas review. And, yeah.
You can find me on Pete's Game Room Forum. I'm ChronoLink9. Please message me if you want to. If I guess if you don't, then you don't have to. Then fine, be that way. But yeah, no, it'd be awesome to hear from you. Or you could message me on YouTube, except that system sucks, so don't use it. And YouTube keeps changing stuff around, and because they're stupid, but they don't fix that. Isn't that great? So
yeah, they like to fix what isn't broken.
Yeah. So I'm ChronoLink9 on YouTube, so you can find me there. I haven't done anything in a little while, but I've got a couple ideas brewing. I don't know how soon they will come to fruition. I'm pretty busy with school, but yeah, you can find me in those places. And I'm also on Xbox Live, ChronoLink91. I recently just got another month, 1 month for $1 thing. So I don't have headphones, but if you maybe want to play a game that I have potentially with me, then you can do so. Just contact me on the forum and get Skype. We can Skype it up maybe some night, potentially.
Skype it
so
up.
Yeah, Skype it up.
Yeah, I'm Botza Brand. You can find me on the forums, and you can also go to google.com and type in Ringo Starr art in the search bar, and that's all you need to know, folks.
That's all you need.
They're gonna have to. They gotta do it. I mean, they got to.
Yep.
How
okay.
much longer? Who was that whisper in the background? How much longer?
That was my brother. Okay, we're almost done. Botza, what's your first name this episode?
It's Jack.
Jack. What?
Jack.
It's been Jack for a while.
Yeah, it has been Jack for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see my birth certificate? What's going on?
Yeah. I mean, you Kenyan? Or something? Sorry.
Motomu Botza.
Hey, okay, I'll do my plugs. While you're doing that, Crono, go back to the Guitar Sojo thread. Look at the last post you made. Okay.
You didn't dare.
It's just a subtle change.
I should just leave that up.
What is wrong with you?
Oh no!
Oh wow!
No.
I'm LMG Gaming on PGR.
That's pretty brilliant. I mean, that's pretty brilliant. But you know how long it, unfortunately, embarrassingly, took me to find good versions of those?
What?
I actually had to upload one of them
They were
to my photo bucket. You jerk.
Did I just ruin it?
Well, yeah, but that's okay. I'm editing it back if it's any consolation. Okay, everybody. Well, if you know, he changed it to elephant foot and unitone time because he's feeling cruel.
Let me explain a little bit further. First, see, that's why I don't want this podcast to end because if we're gonna end it, that's what we got to end it on. Because I applaud you, Lachlan. That's gold right there. And for the listeners, if they don't be able to see this, basically, Lachlan put in 2 of the pictures of Ringo Starr, and then I guess Crono had typed this earlier. He was referencing the posters, which he's also referenced on the podcast. The 2 posters for this game in question. He had them made, and for anyone curious, these are the 2 images I got made into posters. And then you see the images, and wow, that's just
pretty. Yeah, just a subtle change. Yeah.
I'm LMG Gaming on the forums. You can message me there. I'll be hanging around quite a bit more. I promise you now that I discovered I can edit people's posts. I'll be having some fun with that.
oh shit!
You can find me.
You can't do it away from our forum, though.
I know. I'm an admin.
He's gonna go back through. He's shit. This is not good.
I'm on YouTube, LMG Gaming. I don't do anything there. I'm on Steam, RedForSMG. I've got a PS3 handle. I can't remember what it is. That's it.
It's LMG is your baby on PSN.
Your buggy.
That's YERBABY.
Hashtag elephant foot, guys. Tweeted it.
Elephant foot.
Spell LAFAFHANT. All right. Hashtag elephant foot. Let's get that trending. All right. Crono, say the thing.
All right. This is ChronoLink9 saying end of line. End of line.